Where's George? Oh, he's up on the other. Oh my gosh. Too bad camera 4 is not working.
Where's camera 4?
Joe, I'm going to give you my
Why is
phone.
it not working?
I don't know. Here, take some photos, Joe.
Is that camera 4?
No, not a Brad, you ding dong. Georgie.
You know what that means.
Going live?
What's going on, everybody? We are live. It's Tuesday, April 2nd. It's the Drinking with Drew show. We've got Brad Mader of Tampa metal band Must Not Kill in studio, along with Pajama Joe and Lusty Laura. So, you might hear some chomping in the background. We have Simon chewing his bone.
Eating small children.
We have little Georgie in studio. We mixed things up this week, so we've got a little bit of a different setup. We're going to see how it works. So tune in. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got conjoined twins getting married and having weird sex. We have, contractor fraud. Joe wants to talk about elephants in Germany. We have ladies' night.
Ooh.
The weird things ladies do when they have a ladies' night, and a lot more. So tune in. My name's Drew, and I am drinking. And I always have the hard time of finding this damn intro. And now, from the CapsFlorida.com studios in Riverview, Florida, it's the Drinking with Drew show.
Plumber's butt crack looks like boobs.
I don't think we need that. All right, welcome. We are officially live, and welcome, Brad. What's going on over there?
Hey, what's up, man?
Wait, I gotta find the cameras. Okay, there we go.
Hi.
Brad Mader of Must Not Kill. Recently in the Superstar video with Dean Guitars and Jason Stallworth.
Yep.
The video's doing well.
Better than Tarantino and Scorsese, I think.
Yep.
Just crushed it.
Yep.
Award-winning documentary.
Very much so.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wasn't a part of it.
Well, you know, Joe.
Poor
Wah,
Joe.
wah,
Wah, wah,
wah.
Yeah.
Well, you're not into like woodworking.
Joe, bring
or
that
thing, right?
microphone up a little bit to you.
Deep throat it.
Yeah, just a smidge.
There you go.
He needs more
I
lighting.
appreciate it.
Yeah, but now I got a shadow.
Yeah, he's got weird light.
Well,
How about here?
sure.
There you go. Perfect.
Better?
Perfect.
Yep.
Yes.
Better, better, better?
That is perfect.
Yeah.
So, hello, Pajama Joe.
Hi.
Your fan base is growing.
Oh, I got like 3 fans.
Yep. And
So does the show.
Yep.
we're going to knock it out of the park tonight, though. Don't you worry.
Love it.
We got a lot of different changes in the works.
Always got to work on my quirky t-shirts.
Yeah. Maybe we should just give Simon a microphone just to make the chewing that much more prevalent.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hello,
Trying to
Lust.
see his little ear, and then there's George.
No, I mean we can
Sleeping.
we can put
Sorry,
the camera
didn't
on
mean to wake
him.
you up, George.
Yeah. So, hello, Lusty Laura.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hi. So my rants this week, I've got a couple. But,
Rants in your pants.
Man, so we have contractors in the neighborhood, and you know, people got to do what they got to do. We happen to have 2 neighbors that had contractors in the neighborhood, one across the street, one to the left of me, both at the same time. Like literally, I think they showed up the exact same day. So
Fine, today.
one's putting in windows, one's putting in tile and bathroom stuff. Driving the dog's fucking crazy. Like seriously, I think Georgie's like shaking all day. He literally got in the shower with me today and wanted to like me to hold him while I'm showering. So I mean, he's just totally freaked out about it. So
Little scaredy cat.
yeah, it is what it is. I get it, but I don't think they planned it that way. But you could not have that planned out any worse. So it is what it is, and we're going to do a top 10 list later of the most prevalent contractor scams.
Roofs
So-
are probably number one.
Well, we'll go over them. There's a little bit of everything in there on things contractors will do to rip you off. So we're going to talk about this interesting marriage. Did you guys hear about this? The conjoined twins that got married?
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
So I have so many questions about this.
Well, have you read up or seen any of their backstory?
Well, have you also heard this happened in like 2001 and people are just now hearing about it and they're like
Oh.
up in arms?
I don't know about 2001.
The marriage
Or
didn't happen in
2021,
2000.
yeah, like, it was like
21.
2 years ago. Yeah.
I was like,
21.
whoa.
So
Yeah.
Oh, so they've been married a couple of years already?
Yeah.
3 years or so.
Huh.
But the
But
two of them.
he's actually only married to the one.
But how does
Yikes.
that work? I mean, that doesn't work.
So-
you got to be married to
I mean,
both of
she
them.
looks like a body with two heads, but they're
Yeah,
attached,
I know who it is.
like
Yeah.
right.
Well,
I mean, I think they only have like they may
There's
have only three
she's-
boobs.
no, there's
I don't
two.
know.
No, they
There's
only
two,
have two
two
boobs.
boobs. They have
Okay,
two
so
hearts,
they're-
four sets of lungs. But the further you go down, the more it becomes
it's all merged.
one
yeah.
person. So there's no way that you're just marrying one of those girls,
Well, they each control one arm.
And one leg.
right? So when they're having sex, is he
they-
just getting
they-
one
They
handy?
drive. They played softball. They're teachers. They went to college.
They're math teachers.
Yeah. They've done all like normal stuff, and it's like wow.
So do they get two paychecks? Do they
I-
teach two
I-
classes?
I
They
think
have to
they-
be at one class at a time.
I think they agreed that they would each take half of a paycheck, just because you can't be in two places. But they each had to get certified, and when they take tests, they each individually have to take tests. They had to when they did their driving test, they had to do the same driving test twice, once for each of them, even though each one controls a different arm.
So even though one is controlling the gas pedal, because clearly the one that controls
Yep.
the right, they still had to do it twice, or did the one that
They had to
controls the
do it
left
twice,
side had
yes.
to?
Hold on.
To certify each person.
Let's get back to the three boob thing.
Right.
Now, we
They
talked-
have-
there's
they
two,
only have
there's
two
two
boobs.
boobs. There's two boobs. So
There's still only two boobs.
wait, don't ruin it.
Well, I mean,
facts.
this isn't.
I don't want facts. Let's get back to the three boob thing. I mean,
This is
shit.
total recall.
That's exactly.
I'm not free, but available.
That's what I mean. I don't blame that dude. Then it's
well,
like,
can he only manipulate one titty?
He's only allowed to touch on one side.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way this works. They have to be
I
a
know.
couple.
That's
Because they
what
only
I
have-
read. That he actually only married
But
the
I
one
think that's
chick.
here's my thought is it has to be due to paperwork reasons. He can
Yeah.
only marry one, but
Yeah.
you have to be in a relationship with both of them. There's
Yeah,
no
there's
way
no
The
around
other
it.
one's
no
like, why
doubt.
can't I
Like-
get a kiss from time
Like,
to
what
time?
if the one girl isn't in the mood and she's like, "Well, we're gonna go bang, turn your head"? I mean, that's not gonna work.
Right. Well, I mean, maybe they can move to a state where plural marriage is a thing, and he can technically be married to both of them. And
Yeah, but
here's
the whole bottom
do
of
they
their
both-
torso is the
do
same.
they-
only one.
Yeah.
If they each control a leg,
I don't
there's
know.
there's only one.
Weird.
There's only one entrance down there. If you catch my drift.
Yep.
Well,
Like, do they both get the
Well,
sensation,
I mean, there are two
or does he
entrances.
have to like?
There are two entrances, but
You know what I
what-
mean,
when
Joe.
in Greece,
there are two.
Like, is he only married to the one that he can like pleasure, or is he just like, good luck, girls?
I don't know.
Let's
I
see who
think
gets
they
it."
both feel it.
That's the
what happens
question
if
for
the
them.
other one wants to get married now? And I
Then
mean, what?
They're
what
going to
goes-
be Eskimo brother-in-laws.
Wow.
then they-
Why aren't you
then they
getting
play
any
swords.
Of my computer?
There could be a lot of Eiffel Towering going on.
Right?
Actually, they could get another guy for. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of possibilities. He must have been into that movie Freaks. I don't know.
He's like retired military or something.
I did see the picture of him and those two, but yeah, I don't know. That's just.
He seems like a normie. That sounds awful.
I mean,
but,
I-
like,
I
They
wish.
had a reality show about like 15 years ago, like going through like their whole
Right.
story.
yeah.
So I mean, now they're in their like 30s now. I mean, they're not kids anymore, but they had them from like when they were like 15, like growing up, like high school and college,
Yeah.
like all through the reality show.
I think I saw that because they actually went through them trying to be separated, and there was no way to do
Yeah,
it.
can't do it.
Right.
So
I thought they wanted to be together. I thought they tried to keep
No,
they were offered
Yeah,
to
the
separate.
documentary he's talking about, I think they kind of
No,
went
it wasn't a
through that.
documentary. It was they had a reality show. They had like 3 seasons of a reality show.
But when
All
they
right.
were
Just
born,
I thought there was an actual documentary on those
It
two
could've been.
because they were talking like about the medical.
Well, they
of
may
it.
have
Yeah.
had multiple documentaries.
It was that.
but they also did have a
Yeah.
reality. I mean, how else are you going to make money off of that? I mean,
Yeah.
sure. But when they were born, their parents did
Yeah.
talk to specialists and multiple doctors about separating them, and they said there was just pretty much because they're so connected, so like there's just not enough of the
Right.
lower half to split between the two of
So
them.
they
It would
only
be a-
removed the third titty then, and that was.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. So we
And-
gotta have them look halfway normal.
I approved of the union until then. Now it's
so the funny thing is, they each have their own separate driver's licenses, and one of them's actually taller than the other because one of them's head comes out like a little bit on an angle.
Right.
Oh,
So
man.
so the other one's actually taller than she is.
Every time
That's
I
a
think of
crazy
these
life,
people,
though.
all I can
I
think
mean,
about
joking
is,
aside, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, for them to get through where they are and
And
be in their
they can
30s,
play
they
softball.
actually,
Like,
I know.
Can you
it's
imagine
crazy.
catching and throwing a ball like that? Like
Well, even just
coordination.
even running, it's like if they both control
Yeah.
one leg, it's like,
Right.
how the hell do you know? I don't know.
Well, this guy that married them, he's got to be, he's got to have mental problems. Like, no, I mean, how do you marry? How does that work? Like, you got to.
It's emotional support.
No, Joe. That's
You know.
he's got issues. Man. Like, I don't see it. I don't. It doesn't make sense.
Hey, man, you know.
Can you guys see everything on the display up there?
Yeah.
No. What? You can't?
We can see Drew right now.
Yeah, but
Joe
she should be
need-
able to see
Joe
my
needs
computer.
more lighting, definitely for sure, because he has a lot of shadows going on.
I'm a
Yeah,
shadowy
but you need to
person.
be able
about-
to get to that. Needs to
I'm
show
almost
it.
translucent, so you could probably take
You're a
Yeah.
ghost.
Take
Take your light.
to
one of the
Joe.
suns off of me. You know?
You're like Casper with a beard.
He's gonna walk
I
out
know,
looking
it's
like a
like-
raccoon when he takes his glasses off. He's gonna be sunburned.
Dude, I've been blind the whole time already. As it is, I can't even see my own camera because my eyes are blinded.
It's yeah, I guess that's okay.
Whatever.
Thanks, Brad.
Well, hey, man,
Now you're all
As it
blind.
is, as
how
it is,
long have
I
you done
see,
this fucking show?
I see spots all. I see spots all day long.
What do you think I wear these?
Yeah, I don't know why my display is not showing.
You wear those so no one can see you staring at Laura's. No, never mind.
Oh yeah,
They're all blocked back here. What are you doing? I'm trying to figure that out. Let's see if we can. Nope, Simon's too low. George has gone missing. George is behind you. Don't step on him. When you plugged it in, it turned on this screen here for a moment, and then it went out.
I'm glad you have this all sorted out before the show
You know what's
begins.
weird though? This shit works, and then for some reason it doesn't work. Like, it's literally like
I don't know what you.
very temperamental. And I don't
What's not working?
know. She can't see my computer.
Like
Aw.
it won't. Normally we have it set up on one of the cameras, and I click the camera on, and it'll show his monitor, so we can see like the pictures and the buderbangs. Maybe no. Come on.
There's no reason
There,
why.
maybe. No.
I'm just gonna sit here and riff for a while
Hmm.
you guys play.
Yeah.
It's a hip hop, hip hop. Don't stop.
the boogie. The bang bang boogie said up, drop the boogie.
Anyways.
The boogity beat.
Now what you hear is
Need you guys to be able to carry me, you know, when I'm doing shit.
They were just riffing.
We
Just
were
make some
rapping,
stuff
man.
up, you
Rappers
know.
delight.
Grandmaster
So-
Flash.
We had a friend that went to a ladies'
I
male
was tempted to
review.
go into bar with the bar. With bang,
Yeah,
bang,
she
diggity, diggity, diggity.
We all
I
know
went
that
old school.
we all know that
we'll do
women-
for verse 2.
we all know that women are worse than men when it comes to strip clubs.
You mean
How being
female strip clubs or
I
male
don't
strip clubs?
think. I think it's the male strippers are
Those-
worse than female strippers. So it.
all right.
makes it
Let's
seem like
let's
women are
define
worse.
that the women that attend or the women that are stripping and the men that are stripping.
The women who are watching naked men
Okay.
are much worse than when men go to a
How
strip
do you
club.
define what worse it means? Are they bad tippers, or are they like more physically aggressive, or what do you mean?
They're
what's
they're
worse?
banging strippers in the parking lot.
They're doing what?
Banging
Well,
banging.
no, that story, you're getting the players wrong. He wasn't a stripper.
Well,
he was a bartender.
okay.
Oh,
mean-
so this is a story.
He was a bartender at a club where they were
Right.
doing the male review. So, is the bartender just preying on these women that they come in and they get all horned up?
mean, it's
Kind of like a
easy
wed,
gas.
kind of like a wedding. You know, when the bridesmaids get all emotional.
Yeah.
I worked a wedding years ago.
I seen Wedding Crashers. Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
There
Yeah,
was a lot of good men out there.
Same premise, yeah. So I worked a wedding, 20-something years ago, maybe, where the bartender and one of the bridesmaids come out of the closet, obviously just banged, So
Did the bartender try to sleep with you?
no,
Oh.
no, the bartender was the male, the bridesmaids was the female. So
What's wrong with that?
I mean, to each their own, but
How long did the wedding go? What kind of party was this?
it was the male review was just a male review, I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
It's like a night out in the
what
town.
It was like an event at a bar that had like a stage, so it wasn't at like a strip club or anything. So they go out, they have a great time.
It's like
And
Dancing Bear.
One of the ladies in the group, I guess, decides to have a quickie in the parking lot with the bartender.
Okay, so
So he's saying that women during women nights out are crazier than when men go out.
so he gets lucky now. He's dropping dime on the girl he scored with. Is that what's going on?
I don't know. They only tell you half a story. So.
Well,
I'm trying to piece it.
well, we
together.
can't. First off, we can't give the whole story because
I'll
it's
give as much as I
somebody's
can.
story.
So we
that-
have a friend, and they were going on. They had a bunch of girls. They went out, and they got a little toasty, and they ended up at this bar that was having a male review.
Okay.
And there is a very, very good-looking bartender working at the bar.
Thank you.
And
I used to do. Yeah, thanks.
what? Who? What? Oh, it works now.
No,
Okay,
but
we can.
I can't do that because now mine's this.
I used to work there too.
Oh, you got to do this mirroring thing. Anywho, so one of the I did. Hey, there you go. So one of the ladies from the party hooked up with the bartender. So what he's saying is, Drew, is that when women do their ladies' night out, they get more crazy and they'll like hook up with people. And I'm like, no, that doesn't mean that. I think men do that a lot more often than women having a girls' night out.
I think the men try just as much. It's just for the women to be more successful. It's probably a little easier.
True, probably.
I mean, how many guys go out and be like, "Oh, I want to try to score with that female bartender," and she's like, "Yeah, I get 300 guys a night trying to hit on me. Fuck off."
This is what they're watching right now
You know?
live.
I realize that, but
Okay.
without it being fixed, then I'm kind of fucked.
We just can't do buderbangs.
No, I need to have my fucking computer showing.
We'll get rid of unplug it.
Too much porn.
Oh my word! I don't even think that'll work. Hang on.
Wait, what? Was it showing on there and not on your
Never
laptop?
question.
Thank God this
Hey,
show is
Hold
fueled
on.
by
Was
alcohol.
it showing on
That's
there and
all
not on
I'm
your
saying.
laptop?
Oh shit! Now what happened?
Oh fuck.
How does that even happen? That doesn't make zero sense. Hang on.
Was it showing on there and not on your laptop?
It was showing on the monitor, but then his laptop goes.
Yeah, there's a button. It's like F4 or one of those things that you can just toggle between the displays.
Well,
No.
I have
F3
nothing on my
or one
computer
of
right
those
now.
things. Huh. Anything up there?
It's kind of. but-
Is your monitor on Drew's face?
Give
Yes.
me 8 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we see his computer.
That's fine.
Right.
You're gonna
Look-
have to. For
Look at the F keys. There's like F2 or F4 or something like that.
on Mac.
Oh, I don't know about a Mac.
See?
Who do stupid people buy Mac? What's wrong with you? Get a real computer.
So the one time I was in Tijuana,
Yes. Go ahead.
Did you check below just in case?
Did you go
in
to a mail
advance?
review and hook up with
Yeah,
the bartender
you
in the
know.
parking lot?
Where are you guys at? What's going on?
I have no clue. Why don't we just skip buderbangs this week?
This has nothing to do with.
Oh, that's the wedding photo. Oh,
That's
right.
the-
Look,
yeah.
they both had a wedding dress on.
That's what I was hoping that you guys could actually see.
oh, is that them? It's
Yeah.
hard to see. Yeah.
Well, you sat so far away.
Well, when I used to sit over here and there was a big TV screen, I could see really well.
Yeah. I told Garby he needs to start bringing his glass.
Welcome to Let's Give Drew Shit, the Drink with Drew
Right?
show.
Let's everyone do their rants in their pants right now.
Don't you hate when you go to a studio?
That's what
And they
grinds your
change
gears.
everything.
You know what really? Here's a rant
What
for
grinds
today.
your gears?
You know what really pisses me off is when I get in traffic that is like literally stopped traffic on the interstate, and you're like, I used to say somebody better be dead, and then I stopped because I'm like, that's terrible to put out in the universe. But I all the time used to be like, somebody better be dead, and it's so annoying when there is nothing. There is not a car on the side of the road. There's not an accident. There's just slow drivers that literally cause an entire backup.
Yeah, and it'll be
It's like
something real
stops
dumb
traffic.
on the side of the road too, and it's just like, what the hell?
I would be less
Yeah.
upset if there was something on the side of the road. It's annoying when
I've
there's
seen it
nothing
where
there.
it's just like a van pulled over to the side of the road, and then you get by them, and everybody's going
Yeah.
70 miles an hour again.
don't
It's like,
get
what
it.
the hell?
They had to pick up the bartender.
Yeah.
Why is it that every time I'm going down the street, bums ask me for money when I ain't got none? Come on, man. Funk that.
Jeez, I thought the low point in my life was having a lady boy hanging out with me with Taiwan, but hey,
No one's going to get that reference.
I love Brockmire. Oh my God. That was a great show.
Doo-doo-doo.
Well, guys.
So what else do we like? I hate this the screen I'm looking at because I can't see what the hell it is.
There's nothing on it right
Do you want me to continue with the audio version and I can go down your list and we can just chat while you try and figure this
now.
out?
Y'all can chat about anything you want.
Yeah, give me your list. Let's do this, guys.
All right. It's a drinking
You got to
Laura
change the
show.
camera so we can see you.
I can't because he's using the camera
Oh.
to because his screen's not working. The only you can only see a screen on this camera.
Should I look up with a Mac how to switch the screen display?
Ladies' night. Oh, okay. How about the Venezuelan immigrant arrested by? Oh, he figured it out. Great,
Aw.
great guys. Here we go.
Now it looks like a flower.
Great.
Good
Yeah.
job.
I mean, I didn't figure it out because she's still not being able to see.
Halfway figured out.
Like, I don't know why my HDMI is not giving her what is needed. But this is aggravating as fucking piss.
Well, I'm just going to take a nap and then you just wake us up when you're ready.
Getting comfy.
Did you guys hear about the actress Angie Harmon and her dog being
Yeah, what's up with
shot
that?
by the fucking what was it, Uber or Uber Eats driver,
Yeah.
Instacart driver?
Yeah.
Or this
Right.
like literally this
Who-
past
who is
weekend.
this
during
Now, are we getting
She
the full
was,
story
she
though?
was Rizzoli.
yeah,
Rizzoli and Isles.
Oh,
She
okay.
was on Law and Order too.
Yeah,
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 she
yeah.
So
was the
she
DA.
She got shot.
her
The dog.
dog did. So Instacart delivers her food, and then the driver shoots the dog and kills it. And so she said that, of course, her Ring doorbell was inside charging, which I didn't realize you had to take it off and charge
Yeah.
it. But
Like
Yeah.
once a year or something like
I
that.
didn't realize that. So
Well,
she said once
yeah.
he realized it, he shot the dog. And then she called the cops, of course. And he's like, oh, the dog attacked me. He had not a single scratch on him. He didn't have any torn clothing at all. The dog didn't attack. And he just shot the dog. And so he was released because he
Well,
claimed
are
self-defense.
we hearing the full story?
Well, that's her story. And then, of course, the article didn't say all of that. It just said that the guy wasn't arrested for shooting the dog because he was claiming self-defense. But she posted on Instagram all like the photos of her dog. They've had it since he was a puppy. It was so cute. And saying the dog did not attack. He just shot the dog. He's like, yeah, I shot your dog. What? And when he saw that the Ring doorbell wasn't
I don't
there,
buy that.
He shot the dog.
And he wasn't even like the registered Instagram because
Right.
or Instacart because he was shopping under like a fake profile of a
Right.
female like picture.
Yep.
I guess they don't want him like getting your
jeez.
food because he might jizz on the food or something.
Or
Great.
he carries a gun and he may shoot you. So maybe the
Well,
dog was protecting him.
Instacart, they fired the guy,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't the guy, but still.
But he was using a fake account, so he's probably
I
going to
know,
go set
but-
up another fake account and keep doing it.
But
Once again, why I never use any of these services because
Yes.
I'm like, if I'm too lazy to go pick up my own food, I'll just make some toast.
Yeah, but you don't get Chinese food
I'll just,
delivered or
right, I'll just
pizza.
order like
I go get it, man.
if I'm ordering for delivery, it's like a pizza delivery because it's like their company, their drivers. It's not like some random person who's going
Yeah.
and picking it up and dropping off 5 other deliveries at the same time. So
You never got Uber Eats or anything?
I have like maybe like 3 times at work,
I never use it.
but like I hardly ever use it. Like I don't like using it. I'm also cheap as fuck, and I don't like paying
The
service
surcharges.
fees,
Yeah.
more fees for the food you're getting. Then you got to tip the person, or they're gonna steal your shit. And then if you don't tip them enough,
And
they
I'm
get
not.
pissed off.
I'm really not that far from a lot of them places I
Right.
like to go to.
Yeah.
So it's like,
True.
screw it. I'll just get in the car and grab my stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's well, what can you do? You always have those assholes out there, and they're just waiting for a dog to jump up that could be just happy
Either-
to see somebody.
either
They're
the
just
dude-
like, oh, I could break out my freaking 9 and blast this dog to oblivion.
But if he's doing that for a living, you have to, for one, expect to run into dogs.
Oh yeah,
Do you think he's just that paranoid about dogs and is so skittish that he shot without any reason.
I would say that because the way it sounds. I mean, as I said, there's two sides to every story. Who knows what really happened? And what kind of dog was it? Was it a huge freaking?
It looked like it was a hound mix of some kind.
Like a medium size.
Yeah, a medium. It wasn't a large.
No.
It wasn't like it was a big old scary like German Shepherd or something. I say that.
Not that they're scary, but
But if you
they're
look
larger.
at Simon, people are intimidated by Simon, even though the only way he's going to kill you is by licking you to death.
I mean, I've had people intimidated by Winston, and he's a little mini. He's like this big, So I don't know.
well,
People get
the scariest dog in this house is Monty, and he's tiny.
Right.
That's
he's
why
a
he's
biter.
locked up. He's in jail.
But people, I mean, it's weird, people don't have the love affair of animals like we do. So it's like, for us, it's like, oh, how could you? I would, back away from the dog or try to be
Right.
friendly with it. Some people are just like, oh, shit, and you get these guys that are, they get their, permit to carry a gun and they're just waiting for any excuse to freaking use it, man. And unfortunately, that's the
Well,
world we
it
live
happened in California, right?
Probably.
So they don't even have. I don't know what area. I'm sure they didn't have permits. So I don't even think it's a permit issue. I think it's just the dude was either sketched out, hates dogs,
Well,
not
she had a
comfortable with
second dog
dogs,
there and he
or
didn't shoot the other one.
well, or she's not being completely truthful about the situation.
I mean, she's
Whatever.
Rizzoli. She
We
should have
weren't
shot
there.
him.
Right? God.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a result. She knows the law.
I love
Right.
that
She
show.
knows TV law.
I love that show.
All right.
Those are my favorites.
Did we bring the beers in?
Yeah,
Okay. We are going to try our new beer.
I've been drinking it the whole time.
Yeah. Well, we had an incident in the garage. So,
Simon, you got
Simon's blocking the
blocking
refrigerator.
the refrigerator.
The beer fridge. At this point, you might want to just back the fridge up because you're not moving Simon.
The show. What happened to the show?
It's all falling apart.
Brad became the beer winch.
Yeah, Brad's ass.
So I was pulling these out of the refrigerator in the green room, and one just
This used to be
burst.
a well-oiled machine around here. What the hell happened?
You got to go through some pain and suffering to make things better, Brad.
We'll put comment cards in the green room so you can
Yes.
leave your comments on the new layout and if you have any suggestions, if you want to make any changes. Oh, yeah, pull it. Here we go.
No, they don't.
No,
She
I'll
shares.
just sit.
And I already got one.
Well, so you can't give us a description because, well, you can't.
Well, I've been
We
drinking
can't,
it.
you just had
it
It's
today.
new to me, but it's just been
Yeah.
drinking it for the last hour.
So what do you think?
I like
All
it.
beer
I think it's
tasting.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you compare it to? And what do you rate it?
I think like a Budweiser, but better tasting.
Oh, okay. What do you rate it?
Probably a 7.
So this is a beer you would drink again.
Yeah, I would have this again.
And for the record, we are drinking Steve Austin's Broken Skull. Give us a good photo of that.
And it's a lager.
La Segunda.
A
It's just
lager.
blurry as fuck. It's still gonna catch
Back it up a
There
tiny
you
little.
go.
There you go.
Okay, what do you think, Brad?
Where's all of our viewers today? What happened?
I don't know.
Makes me
Surprised
want to
Jason's
open
not-
up a can of whoop ass.
Well, he also has that like competition show, Broken Skull Ranch,
Well, yeah, I figured that's what
Yeah.
the title was from.
and they
Yeah,
like,
it tastes like a
they like toss each other around and like they race to get up the hill and shit like that.
kind of tastes like a better Budweiser.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's like almost like a
Yeah.
Budweiser, but it tastes a little more flavorful.
Yeah,
Is
not
a
bad. That's
Budweiser
actually
what you
pretty
used
good.
to crack open and
No, I don't
Drink
know.
I think
Before?
whatever they were sponsored
whoop
by
ass.
that week,
probably?
Well, he did
tried-
like a lot of Coors Light. I remember that in the beginning. He had like
Oh,
Coors
okay.
Light, and they were smashing them and downing them all that crap.
All right.
It's about the last time I watched wrestling.
Probably.
Back when we thought it was real.
God, I miss
mean-
Macho
When it was
Man. though.
more real, right?
I like seeing those clips of Macho Man. They show all his like freaking promo things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was the best at that shit.
It's very Yingling-y.
you think
That's
so?
a lot
Yeah.
stronger beer.
Because I just drank it. Well, I had the black and tan. That's
Yeah,
probably
the
not
black.
fair.
If you just get like a Yingling lager, it's very much similar
Okay,
to that.
I could see that.
Speaking of which, when are we going to
Yingling,
Yingling
Draft House.
Draft House?
Draft House.
I'm down.
Have you been there yet?
Nope.
It's good.
It's nice.
He's down apparently.
Speaking of
Down.
Yingling, the Yingling Center, are you going to the
I'm busy.
Amon
I'm
Amar.
busy that day.
who else is there? Obituary and Cannibal Corpse.
Yep.
Where's that?
It's going to be at the Yingling Center, so the Sun Dome.
Um,
And
sure.
it's like May
something.
We
And I
just got
think,
tickets.
if those guys are listening to the show, they should have Must Not Kill definitely.
Right?
open
Yes.
Because why not?
Well, getting in with
It's a good
Yingling
way
is
to spend
apparently
23 minutes of your pre-show.
That's right.
apparently it's
Come
a good
on in.
thing.
We'll be the sound check band. We're pretty good at that. Yeah. It makes you burp pretty good, too.
Lisa's in the house.
What's up, Lisa? She didn't miss too much other than me fighting with the computer.
Always something.
I had a buderbang set up for her today too, and now I'm struggling to get this freaking monitor
You're
working.
just going to have to get it like on your phone or something and hold the phone up to your monitor.
No, we ain't going there. No.
Buderbangs will be next week, ladies and gents.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll work it out.
Yeah, he's struggling.
We got some time.
Okay, start the list combo. I knocked a couple off.
Let's just do the people here. Me, Buddha Bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
You got to give us a story to go along with it, not just a photo. We're not supposed to.
Brad Nader,
He's got the flavor saver, ladies.
Flavor Saver,
I'm working on mine.
burnt out heavy metal guy.
You got a couple inches on me.
Ooh, a ham sandwich.
In the 69, the Humpty nose will tickle your rear.
So
God, you're all right. All I had to do was do a little rapper's delight. Now we're going old school rap over here. It's good.
man, I really wanted to give this buderbang for Lisa.
Okay, go to the next story and work it out while we're talking.
Pajama Joe.
I am. So
He
anywho,
does not care. So
He has a plethora of pajamas.
he knows how to work his wood, ladies.
He knows how to work wood. You know what I mean.
I know how to polish the wood, too. Sand that wood to make it smooth.
Sand of wood. Porn music from the 70s comes
Right.
on. Lot of
all right. So
He's good with his lacquer.
Yep.
lots of
Shine
people
that up.
die every year during or after sex. Experts explain why. I mean, to me,
That's the way to go.
it's common sense. It is the best way to go.
I want to come and go.
Yes, on the downstroke. So, sex has many beneficial physical and physiological effects, including reducing high blood pressure, improving the immune system, and aiding better sleep. The physical act of sex and orgasm releases the hormone oxytocin and the so-called love
say that
hormone
again.
But I'm trying to find-
oxytocin.
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 So what we need is
Oxycontin.
we need a T-shirt that says #oxytocin.
Yeah. So the so-called love hormone, which is important in building trust and bonding between people, which I lack
That is
completely.
why I don't
apparently.
trust you guys.
But the dark side, people sometimes die during or after sex. The incidence, thankfully, extremely low and account for 0.6% of all cases of sudden death. There are many reasons why this happens to people. In most cases, it is caused by the physical strain of the sexual activity.
Yep.
So that would be me like hurting my back and then, falling over and knocking my head against the dresser and then dying from actually a head injury,
Correct.
And that's not her hitting you in the head with an ashtray.
That's
maybe.
not the story we're going with,
Okay.
Joe, okay? He fell and hit his head.
just wondering.
Okay?
It says prescription drugs, which drugs to treat erectile dysfunction, or illegal drugs such as cocaine,
Yep.
Or both.
or both. Now, cocaine apparently makes you very not woody during sex. So I can't imagine, and I know people do, but I can't imagine people taking a bunch of cocaine for the purpose of having sex. I think they're taking cocaine to go out and party, and then they end up having
They
sex like
pop-
later.
Pop a erectile dysfunction drug and it kills them.
I think Richard Pryor used to say he used to do that, but then it took him $600 a day to get a boner.
Right.
Jesus. Didn't he have a massive stroke and almost die?
Richard Pryor, he lit himself on fire.
Yeah, he-
freebasing.
He had a lot of issues.
That's worse.
I don't know about the stroke thing, but I think he had a weird form of Parkinson's when he
maybe
died or
that's what I'm
something.
thinking of. Okay.
Did you see the movie The Toy?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I've seen just about everything Richard Pryor
Best,
did.
Yeah.
best character name in that movie. Joe, what is it? Come on, Joe.
Masturbates.
Thank you.
And every time you say it, laugh. Masturbate.
So, I've been injured during sex. I've had the infamous cracked penis,
Broken dick.
broken dick, where the lady sits on you a little too quickly and hard, and you end up cracking a muscle. And I had to go to the hospital over that. Very painful.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Ouch.
very
This was
painful.
before the shorts came out.
Well, and you could
Before the YouTube came out.
you could hear it. It sounded like, think about taking one of those little frozen popsicles, that they keep in plastic, and like whacking against a wall. Like, it was very loud. And
I mean, did she just like jump off the roof onto your?
no, she
onto
was
your
just
junk?
going to town and went up a little too high and tried to come back down, and the X didn't match the O,
Wow.
and butt
Jeez.
cheek instead or something. I don't know. It hit something besides that, and it
Yeah.
did not work out.
Wow.
Taint.
Yeah. And I tried to just manage for a couple days, and I'm like, look, I couldn't pee, I couldn't fucking do shit because it was like literally
So what they
It would-
actually do
It
for
would
it?
be
Nothing.
peeing on the wall sideways.
nothing.
Nothing.
I went in, I'm like, hey, my dick hurts, and she's like, okay, and
What STD do you have, sir?
they did. They thought it was STD related, so I went in, and they
So they
had
got
this.
two popsicle sticks and some tape.
They had this. They're like, well, we
We treat
need.
this like a broken finger.
They're like,
Point your dick.
he's like, we need to check you for an STD. I'm like, it's not an STD. It literally happened during sex, and I explained to her exactly what happened. She's like, well, we have to treat it.
Protocol.
Every time, if you're having pain that you described in the penis, we need to, check you for STDs. I'm like, all right. And I about walked out. But she brought out this big long fucking Q-tip and did the whole fucking
right
stick the
down old
Q-tip.
shaft,
Down.
huh?
Oh yeah, and that made it much
wonderful.
more worse.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, and they didn't do shit. They gave me some fucking scripts or something which I didn't take, but it was literally like a week of complete insanity that I had to
Yeah.
deal with.
You gotta,
Lisa
you
wants
gotta,
to
you gotta
know-
stretch it out.
Lisa wants to know if we're going to see you, Drew, on the next episode of Sex Sent Me to the ER.
If is that a show, it could be
It's
possible.
on, it's on like TLC or one of those.
Glad I was worried like that, not like whip out your broken dick.
Right.
This show gets really weird. I might have to leave.
Could get now. Joe hurt his dick last night, and he wants to show us what it
Oh,
looks
really?
like. So
Thank God.
Hypothetically.
I'll take Simon for a walk.
Hypothetically.
I think Simon needs to go for a walk. Come on, puppy.
I know he's killing me with this bone, anyways.
He's munching away here, man.
So I'm two-fisting these, and they honestly,
Can't go that quickly.
they're very similar in taste, like very similar.
It's not bad. I
mean, they're both lagers,
I would
but-
definitely drink it again.
Well, hopefully we sound okay, Lisa, because I'm not wearing headphones, and if you can't hear Laura, let me know. We redid the whole studio. Apparently, nobody's happy about it, but
Why doesn't Lisa come down and evaluate
she was just
the
she,
studio in person?
she was talking about coming to Florida. She had like 3 days off. She was going to fly down.
We have guest rooms for you,
We do. We have
and there are no cameras in them either.
yet.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he had more room the other way.
Well, we had more room, but it was just more of an issue with people. Like, yeah, the monitor was on the TV, but people, obviously, Joe's sitting here. If anybody's sitting here, which was a new seat, they couldn't see it. So I was trying to, if I could get these two split, like if I can get these to work together, it'd be great. I could have the old studio back. The problem is every HDMI splitter I buy does not work. It makes
It's a
me
switcher.
a switcher, not a splitter. So
Well,
if
how
I,
about this? How about if you take the two chairs like these, put them here with the table in the middle, and then you got this couch over here, and then you stick the monitor over here.
I can't because that's cement. And I don't want to.
Did he say
Very-
semen?
I'm sorry, I can't figure out everything.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, if this wall was not cement, I would have so many more options.
Semen?
Yes. So that's kind of the issue.
I mean, does it? I mean, that works off of like a Bluetooth, though, right? I
no,
mean,
that's HDMI.
Yeah, that's hardwired behind the wall.
Yeah.
So what's that actually hooked up to, though? I mean, is it hooked up to your board or the computer?
It's
I mean,
the switcher. It's the
I mean, you could
HDMI.
run. You could just run like. I mean, you could mount it there. I mean, you just need anchor bolts to go in the concrete.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hang it
it's
from
just
the ceiling.
The problem is, he comes in here and he just has to start moving things around.
Why don't we each get
And
our
he
own
just-
little monitor display off the edge of the couch?
That's a lot of
but
fucking
you
money.
know how many HDMI? I can't get one to split into two, Joe.
Yeah.
We can have our own monitor right here. Yeah.
There you
go.
go.
You get a 12-second delay.
It's actually not that bad tonight.
Yeah. Usually it's like 30, 40 seconds. Now it's like 15 seconds.
The problem is he comes in here and he gets his work done, and then he just starts like moving things around, and then he has to move everything around.
The goal was to get this out of the garage to make more space in the garage for junk. So that ended up in the studio. As an extra chair.
Oh, so that's what the
Couch.
deal
Yep.
is? All right. So why isn't there, like, I mean, you can still put the couch on the back wall there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can, and that's the way I had it, but with the chair where you're at, it just confused things a little bit.
Here's my suggestion. I say put the couch back to the wall where it was, but push it up against the window so that it's not in the pathway. And then I say move the little refrigerator to where Joe's seat is tonight, and then line recliner, Joe's seat, recliner, kind of like in a little half circle.
So
Can we
basically-
And
all
then
write
I'll
your
say some on
suggestions
it now.
down on a piece of
That's what I'm
paper?
saying. We'll have little
Can we-
comment
can we
cards.
map it
Everyone
out?
Can we draw it?
Yeah.
And then I'll show you how the cording has to work
Yeah.
according to the design that you're picking, because that's always the problem.
Cording,
Like,
cording.
I had to buy a new HDMI cable for this camera way over there.
Because you moved the chair way on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I know,
All
because
the cameras were on one wall.
yeah, but that's a good. I like a chair there. That's a good spot for a chair.
No, it is. I think you could actually probably fit another chair here and just scoot this camera over. And then this way, if you have the other chairs over here or whatever, you still have that use of that light that you have there.
We
you
can
know?
just get a bunch of beanbag chairs. We just
There
fucking
you
go
go.
to
Well, that
town.
was the other option, is just buying smaller chairs instead of the big recliners, and
Hey,
we
man,
could-
I like these recliners.
I know everybody does, and that's
Yours
the
is-
issue.
You're actually unplugged at the moment.
You're
So
unplugged
this
right
one-
now.
As I said that, it doesn't fucking work.
Now you're out in the middle. You're not by a wall.
I
Right.
feel like a Buddha bang that doesn't get brought up on the. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I fuck with it every week to try to make it better, and
Every
this is just
It can be. We can get this going, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll help you.
Bring in a professional and like have her come down.
Because even you're having a lot of stuff that's not even being utilized right now. So
yeah.
I mean, you can definitely make this work because you have enough room in here.
Well, but I think I'm just going to limit how many people we have in here. Like, I think 3 people max is good. I mean, that microphone does work, and there is a headset over there for if somebody comes in, but I'm going to start limiting the show to 3 people, which means
So we could just
technically
take the couch
2.
out altogether. And if you
Huh?
don't have the couch, then you can't have extra people.
Right.
Take the whole couch out.
Right. But it's where are we putting it, though? That's more the issue. Like, I don't really have another spot.
You were supposed to sell it. That's why you bought it.
Well, we could technically sell it, but we do have a
Said
garage
put it in
sale
the
this
garage
weekend.
and have it
I have
as
I have a
recliner
TV
for the
lounge that
garage.
needs a couch. Could put it in my TV lounge.
$300, Joe.
I don't know.
Well, the only thing, like, if you get bands in here, like, if my whole band showed up, then you're going to
Right.
need another
Right,
4th
but-
seat.
Yeah.
You know.
Sit
Well,
on
and that's the
that.
thing for the couch is if that happened and we did get a lot of people, they could pass that microphone around, but
Yeah, or you
the
get a
head
handheld.
the headset issue is more we want to be able to for them to hear
Right.
what's going on. I mean, I'm not wearing a headset today. I can hear you guys fine. So it's not
Right.
necessarily an issue, but
We could always get a handheld mic, too.
well,
And
that
it's-
technically is a handheld. I
Right.
mean, it's on a stand right now, but
The one behind you.
yeah, that one behind you on the couch.
He doesn't turn that far.
Yeah, here's a head banging, man.
I just heard a squeak. I heard you squeaking when you did that.
Yeah. It's,
You
sounds
need the
about right for
you
me
need the
today.
oil can.
Yeah, I think we had when Doug Lee and Joe were sitting over there. I think
And
I think they were
Jason.
sharing one.
and Jason.
Mhm.
Yep.
I think they were passing the mic around
Yeah,
or
I
doing
think-
something like
yeah.
that.
I have an old Marshall mic. I could probably let you have it.
It's not a matter of the mics. It's a matter of how many
outlets.
cables can he plug into.
Right.
Because he's got to split
Right.
2 mics into one out.
I've got
into one.
a 6-channel
I mean-
mixer,
Okay.
so we have technically 6 mics available for this mixer.
Right.
So that's limiting us to what we can, how many vocals we can have.
And we have 6 mics already. So
I mean, technically I could get a new mixer and do like a 20-channel mixer,
No, you get
Yeah.
a 12 would be
go to the
fine.
auction.
You get
Yeah.
a 12 channel, you'd be fine.
but the problem is the 12 and the 20 don't have the input for telephone calls. So that's kind of why I like this 8 is it has the mixer for the input for the phone.
Well,
But-
you know what you can do is get a smaller mixer and keep both of them.
Right. That's
And
what
then-
somebody told me is
Yeah,
just
you
use.
can
I
get
think
a
it was-
4-channel mixer, which
conversation
is
sucks.
cheap.
Well, we're having a conversation, Joe. I know.
Wait, I'm getting to the good part because the 4-channel has 3 boobies on it.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Now we're getting back into something here.
Exactly.
Let's get back to the show.
This is the show, Joe. You know, I'm sure Lisa works at B&H
This
Photo.
conversation sucks.
Lisa's having a great time listening to this show.
No, she's like, I don't want to hear work talk anymore. Get to the good shit. So,
She's probably commenting 1,000 different recommendations right now on what we should do.
She's
water
Gator Babe.
switching via HDMI, and you can add an auxiliary mic mixer to the LV.
L8.
L8.
Oh yeah, bad eyesight. L8. Yep, that's it. And add a headphone amp to accommodate more headphones.
Well, I'm splitting headphones right now. I've got 2 headphone splitters coming out of because this thing has 4 headphone jacks, so I'm splitting 2 of them, making it 6. So we have the ability technically to split it 4 more times. But yeah,
All right, we just need a professional engineer that's listening
Well,
to the show. To
I'm
come
working
down
on it, Brett.
and,
You know, but I've listened to like a lot of talk radio, and believe it or not, they have the same fucking problems. I hear them all the time having problems with like different shit on their shows. So it's not uncommon when you're running this much equipment and trying to do a certain setup that you have problems. I mean, it's very common. So, you know, this is the first time that I can't get my computer to mirror to give me the screen up here. And I know it's one little click. I'm one little click away from getting it right, but the wrong click shuts my computer down up here. And that's what I'm afraid of, is I don't want to click that click. If that makes sense.
Yes.
So whatever. I'm going to figure it out though.
I don't know about you guys, but this whole thing made me really happy. I don't know.
All right.
Something about tech talk just gets me right where I need to be.
Clap along if you feel like a room without
right, Joe.
a roof.
So you go and you buy,
Hypothetically.
hypothetically,
Asking
Okay.
for a
Just want to
friend.
make sure.
you have a tract of land, a plot of land
Yep.
that you don't really pay attention
Are
to.
we talking about Hawaii?
No.
Okay.
Let's say out in Plant City, Waimama,
Okay.
you just bought 20 acres and you're like, whatever, you know.
Does
Okay.
it have strawberries?
It's there.
I think Lisa's saying our video is stuck.
Another issue.
Why not?
No,
Well, it's working for me.
it's working here.
Maybe it's New York City internet.
There you go.
You have a tract of land out in Plant City
Okay.
somewhere. You don't really pay attention to it. Maybe you go there once a year, every 3 years, but you know it's there. Maybe one day
It's
you're
like your-
selling it.
It's like your family's
Just like a
hunting
little
land up in New York.
little
Gotcha.
investment property.
Yep.
Stuff.
Do it once a year.
Okay.
You go by one day, and there's a $500,000 home built on your land.
Okay.
I'd say thanks. It's mine.
Yep.
Is that the way it works?
I don't know.
Why would that happen?
You sure we're not talking
You talking
about
about
Hawaii?
squatters' rights again, or
No,
No, it's a little different. All right, so a woman is headed to court after. Well, this actually wasn't Hawaii, Joe, but I might.
All right, now I know the story. I know the story you're talking about.
Okay, well, talk to me about it.
So the woman she lives in like California. She purchased the land right before COVID. She was going to use it as like some sort of like yoga retreat, or she was planning on building something for spiritual retreat or whatever
in Hawaii?
In Hawaii.
Okay,
So she buys the property in the neighborhood.
right.
The developers are supposed to build a house on this property, and they build it on this one by mistake.
Thank you.
So the developers reach out to her and say, "Oh, she first starts getting like bills like, oh, your taxes are going up because you improved your land." She's like, "No, I didn't," and she couldn't go there because it was pandemic, it was COVID. So then the developers reached out to her like, "Oh, we made a mistake. Like, you know, we will trade you. Here's an empty plot for the plot that has a house on it." And she's like, "No, like I'm not going to give you my plan for an empty one." Now she's got a house, and they're suing her because she won't give back the house.
It's not her fault.
I would say it's the developer's fault.
Yeah.
Now
need
they
to use
got
their insurance.
permits, they got building permits, everything. Like everything legit
that's not
on a property
her- yeah,
on the
no.
wrong property.
That's when you lawyer up and cash in.
Well,
Well, they're
course,
suing
yeah.
her. They're suing
Well,
her.
she needs to countersue and be like, "This was not authorized."
This was not my
That's
fault.
why I was getting. That's why I asked you if it was squatters' rights, because I've been hearing that kind of shit.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
were
Then we
talking
talked about that
the
last week, yeah.
Yeah,
and it's
DeSantis
just like,
just signed a bill in Florida that squatters have to be out within 24 hours. Something like
he's
that.
the,
They
he's
can-
the first one that's done it too.
Yep.
So it's
And now
like,
they say that there's a few states that are like following his
good.
lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, this is more of a. I mean, it's got to be the home contractors who built the home on the hook for this.
They
I don't.
fucked up.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
understand how it couldn't.
Well,
be.
it's even that, but all the permits and all that stuff, they're on the hook too, because if they issue permits on land that wasn't being developed, I mean,
Well, we don't know if they issued the permit on property A and they built it on property B, or they issued the permit for property B, not knowing that they didn't own that
But
property.
I would look into
So I don't know.
that.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I mean,
I don't know. They
I'm
didn't. They
just-
weren't specific in the article.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just judging that. Like,
Yeah.
I did construction when I was, a lot younger, and it was like you had to have
Yep.
a sign put up with your permit tags
Yep.
and all that stuff before you
Right.
did anything. And that was just like home improvement shit. And you saw the empty lots down here.
Well, I had
the
a home
whole
built-
construction box.
I had a home built in 2004. I checked on that house every week. I went by, checked it, saw progress, talked to the people building it. Who was not checking on this property to check that it was being built on the right spot? Like, if
Well,
the homeowner was
That
having it
and-
built,
I think
and
the
and
developers
the girl
had-
lived in California, so I mean, it's not.
well, the
her
homeowner
bad.
lived in
But
California.
I
Everybody-
think
Right.
I think the developers were building like a dozen houses in the community,
Oh, so this was
so
like
it wasn't just one. Like they came in to build one house. I think they were building like 10, 12, 15.
All right.
But they built one on that property that they didn't own.
Well, that's
You-
on
you
them.
fucked
I don't
up.
know how they can sue
You're
her.
shit out of luck.
But you know what? That sounds like to me they're slapping her with like a slap suit. So she just goes, "Well, I don't have the resources to fight this." So she gives in. You know what I mean? They'll do. I mean, you can slap a suit on anybody.
Right.
What's it cost you? Like $250?
Something like that.
Yeah. So they're probably doing that. So she caves.
I wonder if like the view is better on that lot, and that's why she doesn't want to give it up. Like it's one thing if they
possible.
all
Well,
look the exact same.
If she's building some kind of yoga retreat, yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? She's all into the.
But it's also in. It sounds like it's in
The
some type
trees
of
are talking to me
subdivision.
here.
Yeah, but
It's
it
in
sounds
a community,
it's
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it was going to be like a home of some kind, looking anyway.
Right.
But it just makes me wonder. What you did it? Oh, he's excited, y'all.
Hell yeah.
He's excited.
You hit the right click.
He may die. This is getting him aroused a little bit. Watch out,
Uh-oh.
guys.
Oh, another broken dick syndrome.
He's gonna be
Call the
pissing,
ambulance.
he's gonna be pissing on the wall today.
We're gonna get the IV set up in the toothpicks and
Makes,
the
it,
duct
makes, it
tape.
makes a U-turn and goes
Now we can do our
sideways.
buderbangs, you know?
Woohoo!
Don't get too excited.
Yes.
That's true. At least it did say make them move the house. Because you see them moving houses like old houses
Yeah,
that
but
are
that's
being
like-
moved from one place to another. If they can do it,
That's
might
like
as well.
that's like old ones where like it's built on a slab and it's not like now the new ones especially in Hawaii they have to have concrete. They have to have
Figure
concrete
it
Oh
out.
yeah.
blocks.
Well, because they're all hurt. They're
Yeah, they have to be hurricane rated.
I'm
and
sure
all that.
they're-
They're not going to be moving that shit.
I'm sure their hurricane
Yeah.
deals are a lot more stricter than
Oh, for sure.
Florida is.
Can they have basements in Hawaii? I know
I don't-
certain, like
I don't
know
know.
you
think
can.
so.
I would. Well, they do have like high elevation there, though. I would imagine.
Depends on where, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we don't do it here because we're at sea level.
Yeah.
Well, because
Yeah.
we're built on a swamp
Yeah.
basically. It's all
I
sand.
do.
and
I
grit
do
up.
miss my basement in New York,
Yeah.
man.
Anybody ever been in quicksand?
Nope.
Okay, just checking. That
In
was
the
like you're
desert, though.
terrified as a kid of quicksand, and I've never seen it in my life.
I've been on a horse with no name. Oh, that's the song. Never mind.
All right, we're gonna do our booter bang.
Woohoo!
Boot or bang.
Okay. Police said
Did you see before you get to the Buderbank? Did you see the article I sent you? I went to Google's AI generator,
Oh yeah.
which used to be called Bard, and I think now they call it Gemini. And you put in like, can I get a picture of an alien with a hunting rifle? And it comes up with a crazy like alien with a hunting rifle. It's like,
Yeah.
you could just play with it just for fun. Like,
Right.
it's AI, and you could prompt it to do stuff.
I have a
So
few
you
of those generators.
I asked it questions about like the Drinking with Drew show, and it came up with us, and it had some stuff that was relevant, and then it had a link to like Drew Barrymore's website, so it was like slightly off. But But then it also mentioned that there's a segment called buderbangs. So then I
We're
get
getting
a
known.
prompt called "What is a buderbang?"
And they spelt it correctly.
Yeah, they
Oh,
spelled it
wow.
the way you guys spelled. And they're like,
Yeah.
because no one else uses that word buderbang
Right.
spelled that way. So when I put "What is a buderbang?" and it's like, it seems to be a segment on the Drinking with Drew show.
They thought it was a
Wow.
drinking game, which maybe
Yeah.
we should make it into a drinking game.
No, but it's
And I think-
interesting how the AI like scours the internet and
Right.
comes up with those types of things because you don't really type buderbang and you don't type all this stuff out except for the comments underneath the videos, unless you're talking about it on Facebook or whatnot. So it finds that information and it's using that to feed the AI.
And it also means Drew Barrymore is coming on the show, so I think
Yeah.
your ratings aren't going to go up.
But you can't
or
search
Drew Barrymore
Pajama
has a
Joe
drinking
though.
problem.
If you search Pajama
sure.
Joe, it comes up with Joe Boxer pajamas.
All
And
right.
so
That's probably who has it copyrighted too.
yeah. So, but I just wanted to share. That's
Yeah.
that I went and was playing with the AI just to see, and then buderbang came up. I worked hard on that.
It's time for Booter Bang!
Yeah, AI didn't come up with that. Although he probably used AI to make it. Who did the guitar for this?
Bang. Boot. Booter Bang. Boot. Bang. Boot. Booter Bang!
I think I'm gonna boot because she's missing teeth.
Why is that?
Booter bang.
From boot.
Are we all banging?
We're banging the car too.
Jay said bang. Brad and Keller and Lisa have all said boot.
She was deciding to have pizza for breakfast.
Here we go, because I'm the one that is going to bang on that one.
Oh man. Okay. That is our Booter Bang
Choke on that
intro.
phone.
Like
I
you
know.
had Dan on there. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's awesome.
He was on the phone too.
Yeah, I was here when
Yeah.
he called that time. Yeah,
Oh man.
Okay, do your story.
I love that guy.
I know. Lisa, can you hear Simon chewing his bone? It's driving me crazy.
It's the neighbor's small children. That's
Yeah.
how we keep them out of our yard.
All right. Police said the victim. Let's see. Let me get this back up here. Laura, you don't look because you're gonna.
I don't look when you do booter bangs.
Okay.
If I don't know them, I don't look.
Okay. A 28-year-old woman was arrested for having sex with a 14-year-old boy for money. Police said. Officials said
What is
that
this, Milk Money? Did anybody see that movie?
Wait, was he paying her or was she paying him?
he was paying her.
This is like Milk Money. I think she's Melanie Griffith.
Officials said the victim told deputies he was searching Quora.com. Joe, write that down. Quora.com.
Quora.
A website where hookers can be found, and found a woman who recently went by the name of Sophie Bell. Reports the woman was later identified by her United Kingdom passport as Sarah Louise McGill.
So this was in Europe.
Sure. Police said the victim got McGill's phone number. They began texting each other, and they met in person at a hotel. The victim said McGill took him to a room where they engaged in sexual intercourse before he paid her $480 for her services and left. Police said they found McGill in the room and she consented to the search. Now, I don't know how the police got involved in this to begin with. Like, that doesn't make sense to me, but I guess somehow they got involved. They said they then seized used condom wrappers, cash, and other items. Both McGill and the victim were taken to be interviewed. Police said McGill was arrested and charged with lewd and lascivious battery. That's all I got. Joe, Booterbang.
Just to be clear, I'm not gonna go and say bang and then you're gonna switch it and say, oh, we're banging the kid.
Nope, we're Booterbanging the 28-year-old.
Okay, I'll bang.
You're banging. Brad.
I pass boot.
Yeah.
'Cause she's-
I
'cause
always
she's British?
boot the pedos. I
Is
always,
it because
Yeah.
she's British? That's why.
I just see really bad teeth.
yeah, right? I always boot the pedos. I don't care how good they look. It's just not. And this really reminds me of that movie Milk Money with Melanie Griffith. Did
I
anybody
remember.
else see that
Yeah,
movie?
I saw it. Yeah.
And then the kid ends up hooking her up with his dad.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, no.
Can't
not
keep
for
it in
me.
your pants,
Okay.
at least keep it in the family.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Any comments online? Booterbang.
Lisa is a boot.
Lisa's booting. Okay. Here we go. Give me camera number 8.
Gator babe.
No, it's guitar, not gator.
Joe, I think you lucked out on that one.
Yeah, I mean, that'll work.
That means you have to drink. Oh, do we just turn it into a drinking game? Sorry.
I think. Yeah. I think if you get it wrong, you should have to do a shot. 'Cause we get it wrong a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
True.
so who's wrong on this one?
I think Brad's wrong.
Is she a bang?
I mean, I think
I'm
she's a
never
bang.
wrong. There's,
I mean, there's
something with her
potential there.
eyes.
There's a lot of potential there.
I mean, she's
Okay.
pretty, but she's a fucking pedo.
Yeah,
She
but
is
she also looks like
14
she's
years
coked
old.
out.
She's not banging 6-year-olds.
She looks like she's
Still.
Look.
she's coked out.
Yeah, at least she's doing 14
You go to Mexico,
It's that British
no
thing,
problem.
Or Ghana, and they 12 years old, they're marrying you off to a 60.
She's doing 14-year-olds.
Are we going
but
to talk
she's
about
very
that story
polite
now
about
too,
it.
or what?
What?
The one with the African guy at 64 married a 12-year-old girl.
We could after Booter Bangs. It's definitely not a Booter Bang, but we can talk about it. All right.
I mean,
Next
the
Booter
guy.
Bang.
Can you Buddha bang the guy?
The priest?
They don't have
He's
pictures of
like, he's
anyone.
like 81 years old.
64.
All right. So now this is involving men. So Lisa, you can Booter Bang this.
She Buddha bangs everyone.
Well, I'm just saying she asked me for men.
Yep.
So this
You
is
gotta
men.
be fair.
No, this is you shouldn't tell.
Well, we know.
Well, it's part of the article. And it's going to be very, very apparent
Obvious.
once I start
The
reading.
one
it.
time you tried skipping the age, we knew obviously was old.
Right. Well, there we go. All right. In Miami, a pair of Miami men offered a man money for sex after messaging him on the app Grindr, but things did not go as planned after they met up, and the pair wanted their money back and used a toy gun to make their point, police said. According to arrest reports, the suspects, Yoandri Mora Martinez and Ludwig Ramirez, then called the police themselves and claimed to be victims of a home invasion robbery. Miami police instead arrested them Monday morning at their home on 15th Street in Miami. Police said the victims told them that they had been speaking with one of the men on Grindr who offered him $160 to have sex with both of them Sunday night. The victim agreed. After going to the home and beginning to have sex, things started to go wrong. According to the reports, the victim said Ramirez, 26, had erectile dysfunction, and the threesome abruptly ended. Police said Moro Martinez, 25, then demanded his $80 deposit back. I like how it was a
Hold
deposit.
on. I gotta get some of these details straight. The two guys were paying the one guy,
Yep.
or the one guy was paying the two
The
guys.
two guys are paying the one guy.
And
I
which
thought
guy
it was the one
could?
guy paying the two guys.
And which guy couldn't get it up?
One of the two guys.
One of the two
twos.
guys. Yes.
It was an $8 deposit.
80.
Oh, 80.
And who's the top and who's the bottom?
Who's
Doesn't go into that, Joe.
I'm pretty sure it's a triangle.
Now,
Everyone's got a hole
let me.
and a
Let,
plug.
But does that
No.
go? Does it go that way?
It's an
Sure.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, Eiffel Tower.
I don't think it
Sure.
goes that way because either you're a top or a bottom. You're not usually a both.
Well, I don't
Not
even
not
want-
that I would
figure it out.
know.
I'm not.
But,
all right. So the report states an
It's a human
argument.
centipede, okay?
An
okay.
argument ensued.
So who are we Buddha banging? The one guy
Let
or
me
the two guys?
you're the two guys.
Okay.
Because those are the only booking photos that are shown.
Okay.
Okay. The report states an argument ensued. Then Martinez pulled a toy revolver, put it to the victim's head, and told him in Spanish, "You're not going anywhere. I want my money. You no mueve. Me want mi casa." Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Mikasha? I don't think so.
I
Okay.
think it's
That's
De
that
Niro.
pop star.
De Niro,
isn't
thank
it?
you.
We apologize
Robert.
for any of our listeners that speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Hey, I speak very fluent Spanish, by the way. I'm not giving you anything, the report
Gusta
says to the
okay,
victim
so.
replied. Shoot me then. Police said Mora Martinez began to strike the victim, and the pair pinned him down and called the police. But he, along with Ramirez, would end up being taken to jail on charges of false imprisonment with a deadly weapon and battery. The victim was able to provide proof of the conversation on Grindr and a Zelle transaction, the report states. Ramirez, a Colombian national, remained held in Turner Gulfport Night Correctional Center on an immigration and custom enforcement hold and a $2,000 bond, according to jail records. Martinez, a Cuban national, remained at TJK on the same $2,000 bond. No charges apparently on the other guy, and I don't understand why, because it was basically, prostitution.
Where was it at? What city, country?
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
They're all Cuban, that's why.
And anything
All right.
goes in Florida.
Brad.
Come on, dude.
So they're both 25 and 26.
Joe.
I don't know. I mean, you're stupid enough to go and and pull a fake gun on the guy and then call the cops and get yourself arrested?
I mean, they brought a fake gun because they were planning to rob him.
They didn't
anyways.
bring. They didn't bring
That's
it. It
my
was
opinion.
their house.
They want, huh?
It was their house, wasn't it?
The other guy's house,
I think it was the other kid's house.
Oh, it was the single guy's house.
Yeah.
Because I thought you said that
Too many
they got a
men,
few accused.
same age.
They tried to accuse him of like robbery.
Yeah, who knows?
So was it had to be their house?
Something like
Home
that.
Oh, yeah,
invasion,
the home
you said.
invasion. Yeah, you might be right there. Okay.
So you
Either
invite
way.
you have two guys. You clearly outnumber the guy, and you invite him into your house, and then you pull a fake gun on him. Obviously, you're so stupid. You're the one going to jail. They gotta boot that just for the stupidity alone.
Okay.
But I didn't see these guys on Grindr.
Wrong, you're not in their zip code.
I guess I did. I have to
They're
expand.
def-
I have to expand my radius.
they're
next time
definitely a
you're
bunch of
next time
twinks.
you're in Miami.
I gotta expand my
They're
radius.
twinks. They can't handle one dude, two dudes. I mean,
Yeah, I
come
know.
on, man.
All right, Laura.
So I want to say boot because they would boot me because I don't have the right parts. But based on looks alone, they're probably cute Hispanic little twinks from Miami. So
Lady boys.
lady boys. So I'm gonna say bang on the looks, but boot because they boot me.
Laura or blah blah blah.
Don't
Lisa?
have a response from Lisa yet.
Lisa, this is
He's got a boot,
our
but that's from the
special
last article.
booter bang just for you. So
But
we
it's
need
not
a,
even a
we
guy
need a
she can
response.
sleep with.
Right?
Well, this is just by
There were
looks.
3 guys and she can't sleep with any of them.
Just
Come
going
on,
by
3
looks.
twinks going to jail.
Lisa booted.
Well, that was from last one.
That's the
That was
last
the
one.
last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Well,
and the guy
then.
gets caught up by ice now. That's
Okay.
so funny.
Well, we can't wait. Lisa, we're moving on. These are our 2. Give me camera number 8.
Okay, one's boot, one's bang.
Which
Really?
one's which? Because I can't tell.
And the yellow is a no.
Really? I think they're both kind of weird looking.
And the other one, he just needs to be like brushed up.
I
a
still
little
see
bit.
the wiener
Like,
on the one dude's cheek. Oh, that's a tattoo. Never mind.
So which one do you think was a bang, though, Laura?
the one in the black shirt would be
Really?
the cuter looking one.
Women have a weird sense.
They
of like,
do.
what
The
they
one in the
like.
yellow
They do.
looks. I don't know. There's something awful about him.
I mean, guys' bodies are meant to be functional. We're not meant to be like aesthetically.
I'm going
Whoa.
based solely on their faces right now.
Yeah, but
because
we're meant to be.
I know where
functional,
it
not
is.
Pleasing.
They're gay.
Exactly.
That's probably why you're not attracted to them.
Well, she loves gay men, actually.
Oh, well, everybody needs a dance.
let's not get
partner.
into that again. Okay, we had a whole segment on that one.
Everybody needs a dance, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So the comments are too slow. Which one has erectile dysfunction?
Right.
I don't know.
That they don't say.
I think it was the one that wasn't arrested.
Well, which one? They were both arrested.
They're
No,
both
there was
arrested.
3.
But only
the
one-
victim. The
oh,
victim,
the victim.
I think, had erectile dysfunction.
No,
He
that's why I
wasn't letting
asked.
out.
You said it was one of the
No.
two
And
that
the
had it.
guy actually.
I wasn't paying attention close enough to,
Okay.
Yeah.
So the guy that was going to get paid went off scot free. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Did he get to keep the money?
Oh.
All right. Here we
Yes.
go.
I mean, what would you do for $160?
2 people, apparently.
Take a nap.
All right.
I wouldn't even get out of bed for that money.
No.
Here's another booter bang for Lisa and Laura.
Okay.
A Hillsborough County man was arrested on Friday following a street race in Orlando, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. Tyler
for Lisa,
Simmons.
They're gonna be really
for Lisa
young.
to know, we live in Hillsborough County.
We
so
do.
it's
Yes.
local
We live
to
in
us.
Orlando, so it's
Well,
an hour
we live in Hillsborough County.
northeast. Well, it said Orlando, Florida,
But-
but a Hillsborough County man, yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a person from our local area.
Yeah.
I just want her to know because she doesn't know where we live.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. All right. Tyler Simmons, 23, of Riverview.
Oh, that's even our
Oh,
neighborhood.
That's our neighborhood.
That's our
He probably
neighborhood.
lives in South Fork.
That's even. He
Right
lives down
across
the.
the
He lives
street.
down the block from us.
Works
He
with wood.
Probably
Oh, wait a
saw
minute.
him,
No, that's a
probably saw him
different
at Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Tyler Simmons, 23, of Riverview, was arrested and his vehicle was impounded with a 30-day hold, according to troopers. An arrest report, troopers say they spotted 2 Nissans racing along State Road 408 around 7:35 a.m. Both vehicles were seen driving over 100 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone, with drivers weaving in and out of the morning commute traffic in an extremely reckless manner. A trooper gave chase and pulled one of the Nissans over near the exit. Guess he just rolled the dice and figured out which one he wanted to stop. The other got away, the report said. Investigators said Simmons was already facing a charge of driving 50 miles an hour over the speed limit from a separate chase. Simmons now faces another charge of racing on the highway. That's all we got. Laura, boot or bang?
Young idiot. Boot.
Okay. Joe?
How old is he?
23.
Bang.
Joe's bang.
Because I want to know what kind of car it was.
It's a Nissan, so.
I mean, all right, we'll bang.
Okay.
Why not?
Brad?
Do I need to answer?
Yes.
He's just homophobic.
Yep.
He's afraid it might question his sexuality.
Whatever you're saying.
All right, Lisa?
She said the comments are slow on the last one, so it'll probably be a little bit.
Okay, so 7:35 a.m. So are they going to work? Are they coming home from the nightclub? Like, that's an early morning to be racing.
And what day was it? 7:30 on what day?
It's a weekday because they're on the morning commute to work.
Yeah, like you're in the middle of rush hour traffic, idiot.
Doing 100 and a 60.
Hey, what stretch
What
of
the
road
fuck's
is
he
that?
doing in Orlando?
State
at
Road
7 a.m.?
408. I have no idea where that is.
He's from this neighborhood. What's he doing all the way over there at 7 a.m.?
Racing.
Yeah.
Probably working. Probably a contractor working on the highway or something.
Maybe he's a prostitute.
Okay. Camera 8.
Maybe
go.
he has an $80
All right, here we go.
deposit from two guys from Miami.
Idiot.
He looks like, somebody that would be on like a reality TV show.
He stopped at
Jeez.
7-Eleven to get a 40 on the way.
I have not seen him in Riverview yet, so
Did you hear about the other
That's the
reality
guy.
TV star that was picked up in Pinellas County? He was an MTV, like one of those dating shows, and he was on like the first season of Are You the One or something, and he had a warrant out for his arrest, I think in Indiana, and it was for grooming a minor child, traveling to have sex with her, and it was he never did because it was an undercover officer that he was like chatting with online.
Don't you know that
But he
every
fled.
12-year-old girl on the internet is a cop? Come
Pretty
on.
much. So he fled, and they found him in Pinellas. He was arrested, so now he's sitting in Pinellas waiting
Grady
to be
Judd.
extradited. Pinellas, not Polk.
well, but I'm just saying. All right.
So what was the verdict?
That was a boot.
Were you right or wrong?
I was right.
You were right with a boot?
Okay.
I was wrong.
I keep on going back to my work email.
Because you have like 900 tabs open.
That is true. All right, one more boot or bang. Okay. A
Should we
banker.
just roll the dice and say bang? And you get what you get.
Yeah, a banker who mocked the penis size and salaries of cops as she was arrested after being barred from a flight has a long history of getting drinks on work trips. Angela Nicole Killian, 44, a divorced mother of two, was flying an American Airlines from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport to Bogota, Colombia on September 12th. Newly released police body cam video shows cops arresting her for public intoxication after staff accused her of hitting them with their phone and hitting them with her phone in a rage. She claimed to have only 2 very full vodka tonics to drink at the airport bar, but was slurring and incoherent as she berated police.
Yeah, no shit.
She then wet herself on the floor.
Nice.
Oh.
Cops show up to arrest her, and she's like, "Yeah, you have a small penis." Okay, but you just pissed yourself.
Court records indicate Killian was charged with resisting arrest and will face Tarrant County Criminal Court on April 17th. The video shows one of the AA ground staff said she wanted to press charges, but later changed her mind when police explained she would need to take time off work to appear in court.
Sometimes I think cops are like, do you really want to?
course.
Because I don't want to do paperwork. Of
course.
Do you really want to take off work for this little charge?
Oh, yeah. So Killian was a customer experience manager at Capital One in Dallas until she was immediately fired when the bank learned of her arrest. Banks tend to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Real fast.
Employees told DailyMail.com that Killian frequently went out on the weekends overseas for business trips for the company when she drank heavily. Now, we know what she was doing in Colombia. Come on. She's sifting herself out to people out there. I wasn't surprised by the video I saw given her behavior when she travels, and she's a very heavy drinker in general. I've had to personally escort her to her hotel room on many occasions, one of her colleagues said.
Many occasions.
They said on several occasions they had to drag, carry, or wheel her in a chair back to her hotel room because she wasn't able to walk. Killian was also said to be a bully who would make life difficult at work for those not in her group, who didn't have the authority or backbone to stand up to her. Capital One did not respond to requests for comment. It is unclear whether they knew the full story of Killian's behavior before the body cam footage was released. I think we can leave it at that. She's 51 years old. No, wait, nope, I'm bad. Nope,
44.
stand by. She's at 44. Her ex-husband. This says she is also involved in renewed divorce proceedings with her ex-husband, Jeffrey Killian, 51, according to court records. So that's pretty much it.
She's a partier.
She is a mess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that a boot for? Is that a bang for you?
I'm saying bang.
We get a bang from, oh my God. We got a bang from Brad. Hold on
She's
here.
definitely a Must Not Kill fan.
Oh,
She
we
might
get a-
be.
What do you say, Joe?
I sent them the article, but I'm going to say bang anyway.
I'm gonna say boot because if somebody can't handle their liquor and I have to like babysit them, nope. Boot.
I'm
Don't you
saying
hate
bang
someone that has one
for your-
drink and ends up
for
puking?
solely
Yeah,
comedic purposes.
I had two, Joe. Okay, shut up. They were strong
Look,
martinis.
She
If
is
you're
a mess.
booting somebody because they're a bad drunk, you're basing it on their behavior.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the story.
well, but
Well,
That's
yeah.
the game.
Okay. Any response from anybody online
Where's
commenting?
Keller
This has
today?
boot, but I think it was about the last one. I think the comments were just really delayed.
I'm gonna have to boost our speed up.
I think we're at the fastest speed.
We're not. I can speed it up, but the problem is when you speed it up, it takes more internet to power. So we'll see. Another thing I have to fuck with Brad to make the
Let's
show
not do that tonight.
make the show right. All right, here we go. Ready? Camera number 8. Boop.
She said
Oh,
it was,
shit,
it was for this one.
What's that?
Looks like someone
was
went
this
right
one.
up behind her and said, "Boo!"
Or she put her finger in a socket.
Do we have the video? Is it?
Oh man,
I don't know. I don't think it's going to play.
she looks hard.
No, it's just snapshots of the video.
Boo. There it is. Watch the full video.
Okay, let's watch it. Hang on.
Oh yeah,
It's
face
27
down.
minutes.
I want to see a puddle of piss.
Face down, ass up. Nope.
Can y'all hear that?
No, you got to read. You have to
No.
read. You have to read the captions for us.
Oh, you can't read them?
No, back it up and read the captions.
Hang on. I'm just trying to. She's
5-inch dick.
the-
She's complaining of a 5-inch dick? What the hell is her husband packing?
Hang on here because
You pieces of mediocre shit. Making people feel like shit with a 5-inch dick. She pissed herself.
Oh my god,
it's not giving me the volume.
freaking mess.
It's just looping it around.
That's
I think
it.
the
I'm
full
outta here.
video is longer.
Well,
Full video was the center button that he kept
yeah,
over.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. At least you saw a picture.
Okay. Good times, good times. Okay, I think that's all for our booter bangs.
Okay.
So we were wrong. She's a bang. She's a boot.
She pissed herself.
I mean, I dated a girl that pissed herself. I mean, shit happens.
Shit happens. Okay.
Shit happens. Where's my pen at?
Behind your monitor.
Okay, that's one of them.
CLS screenings.
All right. So, Joe, you want to talk about your elephants in Germany?
Not my elephants. They're Botswana's elephants.
Okay.
Fuck Botswana.
What's going on there?
So Germany is going to pass a ban on importing trophies from like African safari hunters. So if you go to Africa and you want to hunt like an elephant or you want to hunt a lion or something, Germany doesn't want to let you bring that back home with you. So the African countries are saying, well, that's going to kill our industry because we make money on people coming here for these specialty hunts, and that money goes towards conservation and education and all stuff.
You just totally knocked Joe's camera off.
No, she's
Oh,
good.
there she is. Okay.
It was just in the shadow for a second.
He's not going to stay there, Laura. I don't know why you're.
So, anyways, Germany's passing the ban that said you can't bring these back home. So Botswana and some of these other African countries are like, why are you messing with our business? And so they're like, don't mess with our business. So they're like, oh, you know
Well-
what? We're just going to send you 20,000 elephants. I'm just going to import the actual elephants and let you have them because we have too many elephants. We need to control the population.
Well, I think there's a lot of misunderstanding with elephants. Obviously, poachers going after their tusk have been an ongoing ordeal for years, and I think that's more so the way they kill them is very inhumane.
Yep.
So you're saying that hunting elephants, like elephant guns and all that shit, I don't know. I can't be down for hunting elephants. How's the population? Because you have preserves that are there just for elephants. I don't understand how all of a sudden there's too many elephants. Like Laura, I always thought elephants were a namesake that they're not necessarily
I always thought
endangered,
they were
but
borderline endangered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just a media campaign to make you think that. But this country apparently says that they're overrun with too many elephants. They have 140,000 elephants, and they're over. The population is just taken over.
Where's that?
Well, why don't
Botswana.
Why don't they spread them out to other countries?
So that's what they're gonna do. They want to send them to Germany.
No, I don't mean send them to Germany to be hunted. I'm saying send them to other countries where they have these preserves set up, so that they can continue growing in their numbers. Because obviously, there are some countries where the numbers are drastically dwindling on a regular basis due to poaching.
I understand that there's a legitimate argument there. I don't know all the facts. I only read the article that was published, and the way it seemed was that Botswana is hey, you want to pass this ban? I'm just going to send you elephants. Kind of the way the guy in Texas did, and he started sending migrants
now,
up to.
how are we spelling Botswana?
Chicago.
Is that Buttswanna?
Bot, B-O-T.
Have you taken geography class in high school?
No, not in Africa.
That's
Negative.
Florida education for you.
Botswana? That's
Botswana.
commonly known?
Well, I mean, you
Botswana,
got to really
yeah.
look at
Where's that at?
what's the price of ivory
It's
right
in
now?
Africa.
What'd you say, Brad?
What's the price of ivory?
Yeah, I mean, you're telling me that the average person with a Florida education knows where Botswana is? I'm just going to continue to call it Botswana.
Botswana with an O.
Yeah,
I mean, I might not know exactly where in Africa it is, but I know it's an African country.
Okay. How do you spell it? B-O?
Yep.
T?
Swan.
Should I send you the article?
Hold on, I'm searching this place. Okay, I see where it's at. Give us camera 8. Give us camera 8.
Lower, it's South Africa.
Yep.
Now,
So
is
let's see.
That's technically above South Africa, but it's Southern Africa. I guess.
So-
You're right.
I
South-
missed the first part of this. So, are they wanting to kill elephants, and that's what the big deal is?
No,
or
Germany is passing a ban that you can't bring the trophies back home. So
I
Botswana
thought ivory was actually banned pretty much everywhere.
I guess the trade of ivory is, I don't know.
but not the hunting of elephants, like the game hunting. You can go hunt an elephant, but not just to kill it for its tusk.
Right.
That's what
okay.
Joe's saying. I didn't know that,
Yeah.
I
so
didn't know
I
that
thought hunting elephants was banned. Period.
Well,
I didn't
I
know.
know
it
they
was
have,
banned.
like, big
They're saying,
game
stay out of our
hunters.
business. We're just going to send you 20,000 elephants. Like the guy in Texas that said, I'm just going to take all my immigrants and send them up to Chicago and New York.
Right.
And he just puts them on a boat, on a bus, and just sends them to Chicago.
Now, the more south you go in Africa, like it becomes like where Elon Musk is from.
Yeah.
It's not tribal. So
Well, I think it depends on whether you're near the coast or near the inland.
yeah, I guess. I mean, Zimbabwe is a country right next to it. Zambia.
Zamib-
I don't see Busch Gardens in here anywhere. But,
Johannesburg, capital down there.
but there are tribes in Africa, like their biggest fear is getting trampled by elephants in the middle of the night. Like I've heard of that, and it's like they're terrified of elephants. But I never knew that it was like a.
That's like when people in Florida have alligators removed from their community ponds
Where do you
because they're
think they're going to
scared
put
of the
them?
alligator. It's like you fucking move to their area. Let them live. Don't remove them. And they're saying, "Oh, we're scared the elephant's going to trample me." Well, then don't move into the elephant's territory. He was there first. I don't get it. I don't like it. Leave him alone.
Oh
Which email do I send to?
drinkingwithdrew@gmail.com.
no, Drinking with Drew podcast at gmail.com.
Sorry, podcast.
Yes. So they say Florida transplants are fleeing in droves after relentless heat, damaging hurricanes, and crazy weather.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, I mean, these
Thank
are the people
God.
that moved here over the last couple of years that thought they would come here for whatever, I guess after COVID. And we haven't really had a hurricane, like anything crazy since COVID. Like, if that's the case, they're up to, like, we haven't really had any crazy weather since COVID.
We got lucky.
Yeah.
Everything's
Actually,
kind
I
of
think
just
I talked
diverted
to
around
you
us.
about that because I was always really hoping a lot of people would leave after they spent a couple summers here.
Right.
I mean, it's selfish on my part, but I mean, the traffic here has just gotten
yeah.
ridiculous.
But it hasn't stopped them from building. So there's still
Yeah.
going to be new people coming in. It's just the people who have been here and experienced
And
it
all
for
their-
a few years are going to be leaving as
Yeah.
the new are coming in.
Right.
So we're
And
still
then
gonna
all
be
those-
stuck with it.
And then all those, everything they're building, it looks
Hurricane
like they're
rated.
just freaking, apartment buildings.
Apartments. God.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I told you guys that, I was looking with my son at one time, like for him to get a place. And it's just like, he can't
So
afford that
expensive.
rent. There's no way. It'd be cheaper to buy a house, man. That's
Yeah.
It says 500,000 people gave up on Florida and left in 2022.
good.
How many came in?
I haven't seen that, but
About the same amount.
probably.
At one point, they were saying 10,000 a week, right?
It's probably everybody that like flocked down from New York and California, I would imagine. Because they got no freedom up there.
Yeah, but I mean, they're saying it's because of the heat. And I think they're trying to spin this into like a climate change story because we haven't really had a hurricane
And it hasn't really been
in a
like
few years.
Florida
At least,
hot lately either.
No.
I mean, it's like,
3 years ago, maybe there was a
Yeah.
hot summer where I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
oh god.
I mean, we
This
did
summer-
have some droughts, too. You forget about
Well,
those.
but this
well, it
summer
hasn't-
wasn't too
yeah,
bad.
It hasn't. Yeah, but it's actually bearable. Like out.
Oh, they also said everyone is walking around with guns there. No shit.
Right on.
Are you packing today?
Move your arm.
I'm
I'm
always
always-
packing,
Move
baby.
your arm.
Yeah.
I'm trying. What are you wanting to do? You?
I need to pick up George.
I sent you the article on the elephants if you want it.
Oh well. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Or are you done with that one?
yeah. I mean,
Sorry, guys. Had to dip under the table for a second.
Dip, 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 dip.
Dip under the
Drew's
table
smiling.
and pull up a wiener.
Drew's smiling. Sort
yeah.
of.
But no, I
She
mean,
just can't keep her hands off the wiener.
so this lady says, I didn't expect it to be literally 100 degrees at night. It was incredibly difficult to make friends, and it was expensive, very expensive. So,
Because people don't like your bitch ass.
Nope.
yeah, I
You
mean,
can't make a friend out here.
she came from Connecticut.
There's something wrong with
I don't.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, I tolerate you, but I don't really like you.
But think about it. Connecticut. She came from Connecticut, came to Palm
She-
Beach. Yeah, Jody Cummins is her name.
She can.
Oh,
she
because
can
everybody
come.
that flock over her and oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, so she's a private chef, and she said she just,
whatever.
I'll be your
decided
friend.
to go home.
We'll
And-
be your friend. Can we Buddha bang her?
Pack up your spatulas
Can
and
we?
head back
Do
to
they have a
Connecticut.
photo?
They do not.
Oh.
They just have some stock photos of.
Well, thanks for an empty
Elderly
story,
people.
Drew.
Exactly. Did you go? Did you find her Facebook page?
No, we don't do that much research, Joe. We're just fly by nighting it right now. I can barely get my monitors to work. Connecticut transplant Veronica Blasky said the rising cost drove her out of Florida less than 3 years after she and her husband decided to move to the Sunshine State. At the start of the pandemic, he was offered a job making more money as a manager for a landscaping company, and she looked forward to the weather and more comfortable lifestyle. But in the beginning of 2023, Blasky said, the couple was hit with a bulldozer of cost. Her homeowner's insurance company threatened to drop her coverage if she didn't replace their roof.
Yep.
A $16,000 to $30,000 job. Now, here's the question. I see a lot of people in my neighborhood getting new roofs.
Yep.
My neighbor across the street just got a new roof.
Yep. One behind you.
Yeah, actually, behind us,
Yep.
in front of us, beside us, all over the place. Seems like I have 20 people.
When was this house built?
2007.
Yep.
Original roof. So,
Well, most roofs are what, 20 years?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, you should get 20 to 30 years on the
Yeah.
roof, but
but how can an insurance company cancel? I mean, I know they can, but it's like,
when there's no damage, it seems
Right.
stupid. But you can't switch insurance companies or get a new company if you're over 10 years old, which is ridiculous.
Okay.
So if you tried to switch insurance companies, most of them won't take you on as a new client if your roof is over 10 years.
We switched a few times over in Brandon because we had to, because they were like, after we had the one hurricane,
Yeah.
they dropped us, and we weren't even in the freaking hurricane, so we had to go shopping for other insurance. And then my wife is always really savvy with that shit. Found another company that was cheaper, and we went with those guys.
Who'd you go with?
Be honest with you, I don't know.
You don't even
But
pay
they-
attention. You're like,
I-
I let my wife deal with that
She's in
shit.
charge.
She's a boss, man.
Bang.
Bang.
Yeah.
Look at me. Do I look like I know?
Well, I have State Farm. I've had State Farm insurance for my auto, my home. I've never had a problem with State Farm. I've literally had State Farm since I was 16 fucking years old. So for them to say, hey, we're canceling your insurance because you're not putting on a new roof, I can just swing that around and say, well, it's damaged, so I need to file a claim. Which a lot of people are filing claims, and that's how they're getting their new roof.
But then that's when they drop you.
Are they?
So,
going
but
to the
if they're going to
houses-
cancel you versus dropping you, what's the difference?
Are they going to the house and inspecting?
Yeah, well, the roofers that knock on your door, that's their scam. Is
Oh,
we're going
right.
to inspect your roof, find damage, and report it as a damaged roof,
Well-
and you're going to file a claim, so it's covered under your insurance. You're going to probably have to get a new insurance company because they're going to drop you after you
Right.
get the new roof and file that claim,
Yeah,
but you're getting a new roof.
right.
Well, the people
And
that
we
come
can find
knock
you a
on your
cheaper
door,
insurance
though-
company. They give you a list of fucking insurance companies.
But the people that knock on your door aren't even the roofers. They're
No.
not even the contractors. They're just people that they get a commission off of every
course.
referral that they send to the roofers.
Right.
Right.
So they're just hustling for no reason at all, and they're pushing new roofs on people that don't need a new roof,
Right.
and that's why it's raising like prices like crazy.
I'm about in that market myself because my roof is over 20 years old. So I had someone look at it before, and they said I have about 5 years yet. But I just went up there and looked at it.
There's nothing
There's
wrong with
really
it.
nothing wrong
Dude.
with it at all. I mean,
Nothing
I
wrong.
got some shingles that are kind of
Yeah.
getting a little shitty, but other than that, I mean, compared to some of my other neighbors, I mean, their roofs look very discolored, and you can see like, okay, but it's like the same thing. I just had the guys across the street from my place had a new roof put on. My next door neighbor just had a roof put on.
Yeah, but
There's
I mean,
two-
I don't have fucking $20,000 sitting around with
Yeah.
nothing to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't.
I don't have damage that I
Yeah.
can put in a legitimate claim.
I
So
mean,
they're
I-
like, "Oh yeah, you just make believe." I'm like,
Right.
"No, you don't."
Joe, your house is almost paid off. We know you got 20 grand laying around.
Wait, I don't have 20. Maybe after tomorrow.
Oh, that's what it's paid
Talk
off.
to me on Thursday.
Oh, his house is paid off this week.
No,
Let's get some. Let's get some squatters over there.
tomorrow is Powerball.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
By Thursday, I'm gonna be.
What's
a
it up to
billionaire.
right now?
It's over $1 billion.
Billion.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be a billionaire by
Might have
Thursday.
to stop on the way home.
Yeah,
Give me a quick pick.
Powerball
I bought my
is.
tickets at lunch today.
Did you? I might stop on the way home.
Yeah. What's the? Let me see here.
You'll
So,
be standing in a
I'll give you
line.
$1 million if I win, though.
are you sure it's
If I win
Powerball?
$1 billion, I'll give you $1 million.
All right. You heard it here first, everybody.
Right?
Are you?
Wait, hold on. I need to get a good. There's a camera. You shaking and he's shaking. And camera 6. Yeah, it was there. We all recorded. We heard.
But if I win $1 million, I'm not giving you the whole $1 million. If I win $1 billion, yeah, I'll give you the $1 million.
No, I won't hold you to that.
Okay, hang on here. So
Hey, you want $1 million? You got to fork that over, man.
it's 10:59 p.m. Eastern time tonight is the drawing.
yeah,
No, I thought it's tomorrow.
it's Tuesdays.
Powerball,
No.
April 1st. That was last night. You sure it's Powerball?
Yeah, Powerball is the one that's supposed to be the big one today.
Just
Well,
do Florida
it's showing
lottery.
Powerball April 1st,
That was
2024.
yesterday.
yesterday.
That's,
No one
they're,
won.
they're giving me the numbers, so they,
So maybe it's Thursday.
they
that
can't
they
be
have
a
it
they
again?
can't be a drawing tomorrow.
It's Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 10:59 p.m.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. So tomorrow is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Next Powerball will be
Tomorrow.
I literally said Monday,
Monday,
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Saturday.
I know.
1.09 billion.
It doesn't give the
I'll take the
estimate.
$1 billion. I just got to give away the
Click in
extra
the
90
website.
million.
Mm,
Round
At
it,
that
da-
one.
round it down.
Up.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, well, you got to do it after taxes and whatnot, you know.
That'd be nice. And put a new roof
Go
on
up
my
on
house.
the west. Go scroll down.
Here's the
You won't
problem,
need-
though.
you won't need a
right
house.
there. Up a little.
I'm going to buy my own beach.
What?
Yeah, with
Right
that
there.
much.
With Powerball home. Click
I'll,
on
buy
it.
an
build,
island.
build a
There
giant
it is.
sandcastle with a house inside it.
1.09 billion.
Okay, so let's go to camera 8.
Get one of those
Everybody can see
professional sand sculptors to come out and make it.
I'll reject all cookies. So we have next drawing, 1.09 billion
527 million
cash value, 527 million. I
Now-
think. I mean,
That's pre-tax. So if you take off 1/3 of that,
Yeah, it's
you
a
probably
lot of
walk away
fucking
with
money,
400. Just
Wait,
just
no,
under
I thought
400
that
million.
I thought that was when they taxed
No.
it out.
That's the cash value, which means like the present value if you take all the cash now rather than over 25 years.
But if you take it over 25 years, they have to put that money in
They
a
put
trust
they
for
put
you. They
they
can't
put
waste it.
500 million in a trust, and every year they give you 40 million or 50 million a year.
But why is it $1 billion? Like if
Because
I wanted
over 20 years you'll get $1 billion.
I think I would take the 25 years.
right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to like
Because
have
you don't
people coming at
you don't go and
or
spend the
blow-
money all
right.
at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, if I have a bad year and I gamble it at the Hard Rock, I'm like, okay, I got next year to look up to.
Right.
I can do this
I'll
again
tell you
next
what,
year.
though.
What do you mean gamble it at the? You just
Well,
buy
whatever.
the hard rock.
Well, no.
You just buy it.
You know, if I win it, because Must Not Kill will be the biggest band on the planet.
right. I'll be like,
You might not
I
like
like
it, but
Brad.
we're gonna force you to listen to it.
Brad, can we get
Brad's
you?
going on tour with Metallica again. How the hell is he doing?
Brad's
that?
paying Metallica.
It's easy when you own the radio stations.
Man, the Drinking with Drew show looks freaking awesome.
we just purchased NBC and we put it on live TV and just kicked everybody else off.
How's the Drinking with Drew show beating out Howard Stern? What the hell is going on?
Oh, he works for us now.
Right.
We're gonna have Howard Stern's PA come in and play with your equipment.
Right.
See the Drinking with Drew show? They have servants there.
We'd be like, Brad, can we get you on the Drinking with Drew show? He goes, who?
I'm sorry. Who is this again?
Who's that Drew guy?
Excuse me. I'm drinking now with my
In
pinky
Hawaii.
extended.
I'm drinking a cocktail in Hawaii.
We have our
I'm
beers
drinking with
imported.
Brad in Hawaii by myself. Guys, Drinking with Drew live in Barbados.
Right.
Why don't we just do it from the plane?
Do it everywhere.
Because we'll have a floating a mobile studio on the airplane. We'll just do it all
1.9
around the
billion.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a big ass
Hey,
party.
well,
for about
not
a
just
year
for Brad
straight.
and Joe, but anybody. If you win the Powerball tomorrow,
Yep.
feel free to reach out to the Drinking with Drew
Oh, yeah.
show.
Yes.
We can have you on the show.
We'll give you a
We
koozie.
do accept donations. This includes you, Lisa.
Well, the thing is with like the Powerball, it's a multi-state lottery as opposed to the
37
Florida
states.
lottery. It's just for Florida, like people who are in Florida to buy the ticket. So like your chances are higher. I feel like with
No.
like not with
the-
the individual lottery,
the
the Florida
odd-
lottery
the-
as opposed to the Powerball.
The odds of winning are based on how many numbers are in the drawing, not based on how many people can buy tickets.
Oh, never
So
mind.
it used when it used to be up to like so many numbers, it was like 1 out of 292 million. Then they changed like the number combination, like it's a higher on the first number and lower on. So now it's like 1 out of like 320 million odds. But whether it's a $10 million jackpot or a $1 billion jackpot, your odds are still the same.
Sir
you're-
William James has joined the chat. No, sir, you are not too late. Welcome.
Put it this way: you have better odds of getting struck by lightning.
My wife said the same thing.
You do.
You can actually get struck by lightning like 10 times in a row
Yeah.
before you win the Powerball.
But God,
Well, but you're saying there's a chance.
Oh, yes, because somebody has to win.
hey, every sucker
Somebody
has a
always
dollar in a
wins.
dream, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys, we're going to do our top 10 list.
Hit it.
So speaking of roofs
Roofing.
and
Woof.
shitty insurance and roofing, we
Nice.
have the top 10 contractor scams.
Roofs.
I said roofs.
I said it now, though.
I said in the very beginning.
But this isn't
Standard
the-
shotgun rules. You have to be inside
No.
of the car when you call it.
No, and
Do you know why it's called a shotgun?
Because you used to have to sit up there and hold the shotgun and shoot the Indians that were trying to attack the wagons.
Shut up, Joe. That was supposed to be my Oregon Trail fact.
Well, don't ask the question if you don't want an answer.
I thought it had something to do with the ghetto and people shooting outside of cars. Anywho,
No, it really was like the Oregon Trail. And
It is, but they shoot sideways.
yeah.
Okay.
Who wants to be the beer wench and grab me a beer out of the fridge?
Oh, allow me.
Oh,
Well,
okay, perfect.
there's one more of the.
What do you want?
Just a black and tan, if there's one in there. There should be.
George, baby, why don't you go lay down on the couch?
Perfect. There you go. Thank you, sir. All All right, so these are things that contractors do, not what they build
Solar!
or make. Okay, it's not what they build or make; it's what they do for
Bang.
scams.
Oh, I'm sorry. One second.
Oh.
Shitty materials.
We'll
Okay.
use your insurance claim.
We're replacing the shitty materials.
It's not shoddy workmanship is number 3. I don't know if that counts as shoddy materials.
I was thinking they charge you for the good stuff and they put in the cheap stuff, but
Sure, that's shoddy.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll
No,
count.
shoddy
we'll-
means like
we're-
they just do crappy at what
Yeah,
they do.
but since we said 3, we're gonna have to
All right.
take it. Okay, shoddy workmanship. So
Okay.
that's number 3.
Because people suck at their job.
Take payment, never show up.
Oh, we had a guy
Full
like
payment
that.
up front is number 4.
Yep.
Like the
Know
one
that
like the one with the
firsthand.
pools down here. Like
I had
everyone
a-
that got
I had a
scammed with
window
with the
company.
pool.
Like, oh my god, it took me forever to get my windows installed in my house.
I like how I can
Like
see the
over a
full
year.
studio and Brad's sunglasses.
And my pearly whites.
Those were $1 billion sunglasses.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we have 3 and 4.
So it's like the scams they do.
Yep. Well, scams and just other issues.
Unnecessary work.
Like they pad the bill by
They don't pay their subs, so the lien gets put on your house.
Well, that'd be against
No,
their guys.
no.
That's not on there.
hiring illegals. Is that like
You're talking about
No
like
permits.
what's done to
No
the
permits.
No permits.
Lack of permits. That is number 5.
No licensing. No licenses.
She cheated. She saw this shit
I know.
earlier. Number
Yeah.
7. Number 7 is lack of licensing.
Why am I getting all these guys?
I don't know.
That's the last time I did construction. I was 18.
Think about
When was the last time you were scammed
Windows.
at your windows?
I already did that. I was yeah.
okay, I'll give you number 9.
Give us a hint.
They refused to sign a contract.
Okay.
Okay. Any guesses on our comments page?
No, just scam. Scam likely is what Will said.
Yeah, but what kind? We have to describe, like, things that are being done. You're missing number 1, number 2, number 6, number
Hints.
8, number 10.
When you go out for lunch, they sniff your underwear drawer.
This isn't a discussion about neighbors, Joe. This
No.
is contractors.
Yeah, well, when they're
They
in your
pad-
house.
How about padding the bill, charging you for shit they
There you
don't?
go. Yeah.
Um.
Overcharging.
Well, there are some things about they don't specifically say it like that. No,
No.
can't give you that one, but it's close. There is something about pricing here, but it's not that. Number 9 or number 10, price is too good to be true.
Oh. the
So
scam
it's like,
there.
I'm
Little
gonna
bait
give
and switch.
yes, bait and switch is number 2.
There you go.
Yeah, bait and switch is number 2.
Yeah, he's a masturbator.
And number 10, I
They
gave
call me
you
number
price is
2
too good
'cause
to be
I'm the
true.
Shit.
So the only one you're missing number 1, number 6, number 8.
Okay, hence.
Number 1.
You see a lot of this at car sales and car lot.
Oh, warranties.
Warranties. Promised warranties.
Nope.
Really? Oh,
Very pushy.
High pressure sales.
number 1.
Number 6.
Oh.
Number 8 is kind of weird because it's not really something they do, but something they have. I'll give that to you. Just
Advertisements.
complaints. It says if you go online, there's a lot of complaints about their company. And number 1, disappearing act.
They don't show up.
Well,
They
that's
don't
what I
show
said,
up and
take the
disappear.
money
Yeah.
and don't
Yeah, he
show.
said that.
That's really good. That's
But you said payment up front instead. You didn't give me number 1.
that happens out a lot out in Utah because they're so used to not getting paid for their like the completed work. The crews will skip out.
Do the
Yeah.
gypsies work out there? That's where that term came from, getting gypped.
Well, they have the guys out there with the
Mormons.
magical underwear, which are the Mormons.
The
So
Mormons,
yeah,
yes.
my
So-
sister lived out there for a long time. She lived out
She
in Park
Mormon?
City. No.
So, Joe, do you know how whales defend themselves in the ocean?
They shit on each other.
They poo. They poo to defend themselves.
Sounds like a reasonable defense mechanism.
I'd
I'd probably shit myself
gonna-
too if somebody was trying to kill me.
Talk about losing your shit.
Don't shit yourself. You shit on the enemy, like as get it, distract them and get away.
Well, if I'm being attacked, I'm not going to pull my pants down and shit. I'm going to keep running. It's like if they're trying to rape me or something, just shit on them.
But if they're running behind you and you can shit in their face while you're still running, obviously
That's
you
impossible
can't.
to run your.
You can't,
run
but a
with-
whale can.
Right, 'cause they don't wear pants.
There you go.
So you're saying we should walk around with no pants on, Joe?
Joe, that's his dream, is just the whole neighborhood without pants.
No pants. Pajama Joe turns into no pants Joe.
Yeah.
That's when the show becomes officially weird.
Well, look at it, weird in the rearview mirror.
Will James, you missed our buderbangs. So,
Will says he hit the lottery when he joined Must Not Kill.
That's right.
oh, there you go.
You keep going with that, boy. Give a call to the show. I want to hear your pretty voice.
One day,
Well-
You got a
one day
pretty
you'll give him a
mouth,
promotion,
boy.
right?
Got a pretty mouth, boy.
If he calls in the show, then I have to put my headphones on because I won't be able to hear him.
It won't affect your earrings
The
too
best
much.
of your pretty hair.
Man,
You look pretty today.
what is going on? I have so many text messages on the. Okay, we'll deal with that stuff later. Is Will James calling it or no?
No.
Will says automatic bangs all around here.
We have how many months until Will James can join us again on the show? I feel like we've been on a Will James hiatus for a little bit.
Is he traveling?
He's got some things that he needs to take care of, and he feels the show is not a priority, which I can agree with. Our show is not a priority for anybody. It's just a hobby and a thing we do to have fun.
It's because we don't pay our guests.
Well, you know.
You're paid in pizza
What?
and beer, Joe.
I'm out.
Yep. Well, Georgie is passed out.
I would show you, but he's too
You know-
low in my lap.
Well, I thought we had a camera out here we could use. We still have Joe Cam available floating around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but it's around here somewhere.
If the studio was set up the way it was.
Well, you know.
Excuse me.
I think you left it in the bedroom.
I need like a we have technically a 6-camera switcher.
8.
No,
It was
because
7.
two are HDMI. So we have 8. We have 6 cameras.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ! And
Can
yeah,
you
we could do-
control these remotely? Like, can
no,
The
you
big,
can't?
the
the big one you can.
This one you can,
that one I can,
because he's got the stand that rotates.
Right.
and all
but yeah, I'm not using
Rest
that
of
one
them
today.
can't.
But yeah, I mean, they need to make. I guess maybe not because I'd spend too much money. But if they had like a 15 camera switcher, I'd probably buy it, which I'm sure they do, and it's probably $20,000. But yeah, so I think we're good with. We have 6 cameras in here. I think.
I think cameras are fine. It's just the placement of everything just needs to be.
Tweet.
Maybe we should just do it in the living room instead of the studio or the garage. We could just maybe we should do it in the backyard. You know, we
You
have.
don't think you have enough? I think you have enough room in here, though.
I mean, I never feel like I have enough room. I don't know. I'm just always like, you know.
I think when you get the right setup in here, you're going to feel differently. Right now, I think it just feels cluttered, you know, especially being in tight like
Well,
this.
look at how many. I got a lot of shit off the floor. We used to have 6 tripods in here
Right.
with just cameras. I took all the
And the
so
microphones.
all the cameras are now up and hitched on something. You know, I've put some lights back out for different reasons, but I mean, technically, I could probably work these lights in some way to not have the tripods.
Here's my last solution.
Okay.
All right. You get 2
Bang.
chairs. You get 2 chairs over here, either the table or the refrigerator in between these 2. You can set up the lights, kind of hang this, and put the couch over here to this wall. This way, you have plenty of room for anybody that would additionally would come on the show. I know you said you only wanted 3, but you would have additional room just in case you need it. And the last chair you can just kind of toss in the corner and not really be an area.
Well,
just be there if you need
if I could get somebody that can put this concrete, because that's the issue, is I've not done anything with this wall because of concrete. And, if I do put more shit over on this wall, I'm going to have to take those, because I have those permanently attached to the wall for the lights there. So we'd have to figure that out.
You can move your desk right here in the middle.
I think these are fine.
The tall ones are.
Because if you still have people on the couch, you're going to need light over here.
Mm-hmm.
So those are
I
fine.
have to raise them up maybe because I have two. But see the
Yeah.
the lower ones I'd have to move.
It needs to look like a casting couch.
Actually, you might be able to get away with that just sitting there if the chair was right where this tripod was. You know what I mean? That one you might have.
Well, I think we tried that last week or the week before. We put a chair in between those.
Bright.
That chair was in between there, and the camera couldn't focus in because the lights were just causing too much refraction in the lens. So
Just give me this weekend, and I'll come in here and I'll redo it all. I
yeah,
got
right.
this.
Yeah, right.
It's just you come in here and you start moving.
I do
things
like the
around.
chair there because then you have that boom mic off your off.
Right,
the
and I
desk
can
there.
put another boom mic off that black little
My
whatever
table.
the
Yeah.
table there.
Then you get rid of one of these.
But those lights are going to have to go if I do that. I'm going to have to figure out a place to put those lights. Which,
try and mount them onto the.
yeah, we could mount more lights up here.
Yeah.
But
Or
Who knows?
mount another one off of that. Just with a clamp.
all right, I think we're good for tonight. We've got an hour and 52 minutes of us bitching about the studio.
So what did we actually cover today?
Well, we covered a
Elephants are
lot.
cool.
I mean, we covered a lot. We had, buderbangs. We had a top 10
I actually
list.
said bang on a
You
Buddha
did.
bang.
You got a bang, and I'm
I actually did one bang.
very impressed.
Was it the two dudes?
No, it was
talking about
that
your
was
zippy.
close.
Oh, damn. Yeah, we'll have to hold that. We're going to talk about zippies.
Zippies.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it next week. You've heard of quickies?
Yeah.
Have you heard of zippies?
No.
Okay, well,
Now I gotta come next week.
speaking of zippies,
Speaking of coming,
Yeah.
Zippy.
I'm gonna come and go just like that dude died. That's how I want to go out, man.
That's it. Man, okay. Let's do. Oh, I do want to show you guys one thing before we go. This is amazing. Hang on. Let me find it.
Tab number 1432.
This is hilarious.
Oh, that was funny.
So the the new Drew Poos is just me going through my Twitter feed. Check this out. Okay, so
the X feed.
tell me if you guys can hear this or not.
Yeah.
I do that with freedom. All I care about is freedom.
This is why I don't fly.
That's fine. I've been there before. I'm not scared. I've fucking been there before. This nigga's hurting my elbow. He's hurting my.
Okay, if I see this shit on my plane, I'm leaving. Like, I mean, I don't. Like, even if they kick her off, I'm still leaving.
I've taken hundreds and hundreds of flights. I've never come across
This
anything like
is-
this
I love
ever.
the camera in front. You think that they're recording, but they're FaceTiming
They're
with somebody.
FaceTiming, and
It's
this guy's
cracking up
laughing his ass off.
so bad.
Like,
You're hurting me, Sheriff. You're hurting me, Sheriff.
of course. Fuck.
I think the fentanyl kicked in.
I can't breathe. Wait.
Now, this is why George Floyd died. Because people faked this shit off. I can't breathe. You're hurting my wrist. I can't breathe. You're hurting my wrist. Cops hear that shit every day, 10 times a day. And when they hear it, they don't fucking believe it. And that's why people really get hurt. Because when they hear it, they're like, yeah, right. You're fucking full of shit.
Touching my leg. Why are you touching
I mean, she definitely looks like she's jacked up on something.
Yeah.
man. But I mean, seriously,
Everybody's gonna have to fucking wait until my crossover from my nephew feels better on my ankle. My ankle hurts from my nephew crossing me over.
What?
Probably stepped on her.
My ankle hurts because
I think somebody
My
was
nephew?
Nephew crossed
somebody was
over.
stepping over her, and I think he probably stepped on her.
Oh,
Okay, can we guess what she's on?
fentanyl.
Oh,
I don't think fentanyl. I'm
The
going.
Joe,
The what?
Am I
the
wrong?
rag.
Nah, I think she's
Oh God, I wish I thought of that. Damn it, that's good.
I mean, I
Can I change mine to the rag?
can.
We could vote on it.
I mean, she doesn't look like a crackhead, but she's acting like one. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
In Arizona. So, you facetious.
Is she possibly faking this whole thing for
Yeah.
Bath
like
salts.
I was thinking
bath
she
salts?
was-
That's a good one for sure.
Bath salts, you get that fucking.
Yes,
batshit
you would.
crazy.
But she
That's
don't care
dumb.
about jail. She's been there before.
But is this just?
Yeah, fentanyl, you kind of get like heroined out, right? I mean,
I don't
when
know.
someone's jacked
It's
up
a
on
lot.
well, yeah. It's an extreme. It's an extreme opiate. Like it's more.
But I feel like
it's
that's
like-
more anger and like
This is not
aggressive
fentanyl.
violence.
This is definitely not fentanyl.
Well, this is
It's not-
Spirit Airlines, so
Well, I mean, I'm like,
I know what LA does. I'm gonna have to win.
yeah, it's like bath salts.
Please just take her off the plane. Please.
What if she got like
No.
something slipped in her drink or something? You know what I mean?
Well, they can always claim that. Like that's always,
Because I mean, that is just. I mean, airline flights are not cheap anymore.
That's the new defense for DUIs is the girl going home and getting the fucking DUI, and she's like, "I got shit put in my drink. I was fine driving home, and then boom, it hit me." But, yeah, this goes on for like another fucking
30 seconds.
30 seconds, but I'm just curious if she's doing this shit just to get views and likes, and she's got a YouTube channel somewhere.
This sad bitch is a bitch.
This damn bitch is a bitch.
That sad bitch is a bitch.
that
Okay.
motherfucker back there is not real.
Oh yeah, you hear
I
that?
think that's a double negative.
I appreciate your fucking effort.
But I mean, they're not putting their hands on her. So how much time are they going to give her to get the fuck off the plane?
They're probably trying to let her wear herself out.
Yeah.
That's how it almost looks like. Just like, let her get gassed on screaming, and we'll just grab her.
Fucking come in with a needle.
Well,
Put her
here's
to
my
sleep,
here's
you
my
know?
theory on airplanes.
Tranquilize
Okay,
her.
I say blow darts.
I've said this. I've said this for years. Look, airplanes need to, and please pass this on to your wife, Brad. Airplanes need to have gas chambers, not to kill people, not to kill people,
to
but
knock
to
everybody
knock
out.
them out. If
Knock
there's
out
if
You're
there's
just
something
gonna sit here, a little sweet almond smell, and you'll be
just
fine.
something
Let me ask you,
just
does this smell like chloroform?
if something crazy is
burnt
going
toast?
on, the flight attendants have a room, the pilots have their room, and you gas everybody and knock them the fuck out. When they wake up, they're on their flight. I almost think you should just knock everybody out during the
The
flight.
whole
swear.
flight, not even the
The whole
people.
tell you
flight.
what.
The whole
B.A.
flight.
Baracus? or
All
what?
joking
Yes.
aside, man, I've taken international flights. I cannot stay awake. I mean, literally, I'll get up.
I can't sleep on a plane.
Dude,
Oh,
I
period.
pass. I pass right out.
No.
I take a
I'm done.
pill, I'll sleep for 3 hours and wake up and realize we didn't take off yet because we've been stuck on the car. I'm like, are we there yet? She's like, no, we didn't leave yet. I'm like, all right, I'm going back to sleep.
When we did our last trip to Spain, man, literally, we got first class, which was awesome.
Show
First
off.
class, got our meal, ate the meal, and then I woke up and we were landing, and I was just like,
I've done
the
it.
hell was in the meal, or did they just gas us all?
I
I was
had
literally thinking that when you said that. I was
my
like, oh,
my
shit.
longest flight was 10 and a half hours from Newark, New Jersey to Hawaii direct flight. I slept 3 hours, woke up and had lunch. I slept 3 hours, woke up and had dinner. I slept 3 hours and we were there.
I couldn't do that.
I slept 90% of the flight.
Yeah, no way I could
Yeah,
do that.
Japan was.
I mean, I haven't been
16
to
hours.
Asia, but I've been, like I said, my longest was 10 and a half hours, but I've been to Europe, which is, depending on where you're going, anywhere from a 7 to a 9 hour flight, like from, here to Germany or whatever. And I've done that maybe 12 times, 15 times maybe, and I have no problem. Sometimes I watch a movie, sometimes I don't.
I'm going
Yeah.
to Italy in it's September.
I was just there for 2 weeks in October.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a wine and food tour.
Yeah, I'm going to Venice, and then jumping on a cruise ship.
Somebody had to do the Drinking with Drew show by himself.
I did.
While I was in
the
Italy.
only show I ever did by myself.
Should I do?
Didn't you watch
do
the
some
show?
Live feeds.
Didn't you watch the
Me?
show?
I don't think anybody did.
I did when I wasn't
There
at
was
the
a show?
concert.
I tried. It was horrible.
It was.
It was difficult to watch.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You guys ever see a cruise ship being built?
Yep.
Yep.
This is pretty amazing. Check this out.
You ever watch when they launch
More
like a
Drew
new ship?
Hughes videos
More Drew Pooh's videos. Watch. This is a 1-minute video.
I
with
love that.
awful
I love
music.
that sound.
Oh, should I turn this down? We can just
I
give
literally
our,
want
give our
that.
audio
I
over.
want that as my
Some
intro
Aztec-
music.
You know,
But I watched this and I'm like,
Oh, crank up the music.
oh,
That's
he wants
man.
you to crank
crazy.
the music.
Yeah, now we're talking.
but this is insane to think this floats on water.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like this shit is just
Sure.
the engineering behind it is insane.
because it's all in sections, you know. And it's like, how does that float?
I don't
Crazy,
know.
man.
And it's the same thing when you see them build Bezos's new super yacht.
Mhm.
Thing cost like $1 billion.
Well, even aircraft are like that too. Sections like that.
And they're making these motherfuckers bigger and bigger.
Yep.
Like literally, they're not going to be able to fit under
Oh,
the
they're
Skyway
huge.
Bridge. It's fucking crazy, man.
And the backs of them are like all open like an amphitheater now.
Yeah.
So you're like watching a show and like looking out in the ocean and all kinds of shit.
We just booked another cruise for next February.
Where
All
where you
right.
going on that one?
I got to
don't know.
wee.
I just go wherever I'm told. You see, when you're the eye
Sounds
candy,
like me.
all you have to do is just show up and look pretty. That's all I do. I just show up and look pretty.
Lisa, did everybody's audio sound okay tonight? I think Laura.
She said everyone was good earlier. She didn't say
Okay.
anything since then.
Yo.
All right, we're 2 hours in. My butt hurts. I got to pee. So we're going to call it quits tonight. Thank you,
Butt hurt.
everybody, for hanging out.
I gotta put a wiener to bed.
Georgie is completely passed out. So thanks again. Subscribe, share, talk about us to your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, your aunts, your uncles, your grandmother.
Humble social.
Humble Social. Yes.
You'll see us on
Humble.com.
Grindr and OnlyFans.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. We're on there. If you want a shirt, if you want a koozie, if you want my new bling, I got a pendant. If you want to see that, check it out on Instagram.
His new name is Flavor Drew.
Flavor Flav.
Yes. So yeah, that's it. Cool, guys. Thank you for hanging out, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Get the outro music.
All right, everybody. This has been another episode of the Drinking with Drew show.
Yo.
Stay tuned for more uploads, more shows. Follow us on
That's
Instagram,
best.
Twitter, Facebook, Humble Social, all the socials. Our live shows are Tuesdays.
George, you got to the
6:30
bone. He's like,
Eastern
"There's nothing in
Standard
here for me to
Time.
chew left."
Feel free to check us out live. You can call into the show and be a part of it.
Well, I gave it to George, and Simon stole it. Right behind you. Did you turn it off? You're not done streaming. You gotta turn it off now.
We're going to. I'm standing up. Everybody relax.
I walked away.